I want you to know with you saying that,
Mhm.
something's going sideways.
Oh no! You're like, how can I? You've got a wrench ready in your back pocket. Where's the spokes? Where can I shove this?
I mean, he is the artificer, so.
That's
Yeet.
true. Hey guys, we're back with the Omen Seekers playing Icewind Dale. Let's get into this recapitulation. Let me get
Is that what recaps short for?
it. Oh, I know this now. It sure is. All right. Um, Here, let me stop that audio. Play some recap music that you guys can hear. All right. As our heroes make it back to the surface and head towards the Ascendant, the smell of fresh blood fills their nostrils. Between them and the Nautiloid is a pack of wild owl bears, devouring a number of newly deadened corpses. Flight bolts out towards the monsters, stopping only 10 feet away, and reaches out his hand, astonishingly calming the beast down. But he wasn't quick enough to tame them all, and a number of the beaked bears come charging. Everyone jumps into action. Dr. Lazarus sticking back and utilizing every bit of energy he had left. He was exhausted, but was still kicking. Bree and Scoops rush in to help as well. They needed to get past these things and get on the ship. Scoops runs southward, trying to draw the bears away from the others, screaming, I wrote, hey, over here. I forget what you actually said, but... and succeeds in getting half of the Hooters'
The
attention.
engine, Squidward!
Oh yeah, you were yelling that at Dreadeffect. Flight continues to be
I
friend.
think I did the Survivor theme. Hey oh yo yo ya, hey oh yo ya.
And that just started this past week.
What, Survivor?
Yeah,
Nice.
I watched Survivor.
And like Ando said last week, that dropout second part of Survivor just hit, and it's really good. Okay, anyway, back to the recap.
So funny.
Where was I?
Okay, Canadian finally won last
Not again.
year, okay?
Hey, over here. And succeeds in getting... Okay, he says, hey, over here! And sings the Survivor theme song. And succeeds in getting half of the Hooters' attention. Flight continues to befriend the bird bears, neutralizing them one by one. Dr. Lazarus attempts to run around the outside of the fight and board the ship, and so does Xerophon, who jumps in through the hole in the side. I missed the part where he's helping out. Bree runs for the ship as well, but sees Scoops isn't doing too good. The bears have caught up to him, and his injuries have become significant. She shouts that if anything happens to him, she's got his back. And that's when the unimaginable happened. Scoops had survived Tomb Tappers and Remorazes, Zentarum and Drow, Durgar and Black Puddings, but on the 27th of Hammer, 1489, Scoops Brockovich McCoy was fatally wounded by the hungry owlbears. As he lay bleeding out, Bree rushes over to his body, but she's too late. The monsters tear into Scoops' body, devouring his flesh, and Mr. McCoy was dead. Bree grabs his body and throws him over her shoulder before morphing them both into a cloud of gas and making her way back to the Ascendant. Once inside, it's discovered that there had been a massacre. Not the one that the Omen Seekers participated in with the black swords. In fact, a number of their bodies were missing. Avrisal and Gant were gone, and laying on the floor of the middle deck was Dredavex's lifeless corpse. Vorin was still alive, though, and Bree found him in a back room after slipping through the cracks in the ship and reforming into her physical form. She immediately lays Scoops down on the table and performs gentle repose on him. He would now be preserved from death for 10 days, and would buy some time to reincarnate him. But soon, Dredavex is brought into the room, and another resurrection would be required. Flight finally makes his way onto the ship, calming yet another owlbear on his way. In fact, these owlbears weren't just calm, they seemed to be friendly. Flight really had a way with these monsters. But when Dr. Lazarus sees that he's led 3 of these monsters onto the ship, he's unable to overlook the role that played in Scoop's death. These monsters killed their friend, and now Flight wants to make them pets? The doc shouts at Flight before going back to the office where Dreadifex and Scoops now lay. Flight doesn't want to put anyone at risk and takes his feathered friends to the front deck where they lean into the wind at the bow of the ship, and Flight takes some time to himself to reflect and process the loss of their friend. It was a long flight back to Bryn Shander, and Dr. Lazarus got to work on a new project. And that's where we start. It's been 10 hours until you got to Bryn Shander.
Okay, I presume we get a long rest.
You do get a long rest. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
Get all my stuff back.
I mean, you're still dead, but yeah.
Yeah. And then, Dr. Lazarus, you had built something, if you want to describe that to the group. You're muted.
The cat thing.
Yeah.
So on Pumpkin's kind of standing on one of the workbenches, and it's almost backpack-esque. There's like a red cylinder on the back that has like the blood-looking solution inside of it, and it's kind of got it's similar to Steven's wrist thing, but on Pumpkin's back. It doesn't look into Pumpkin.
What the heck? Frickin' Discord? Good timing.
Alex,
sorry, guys.
you alive?
Yeah, sorry about that. Discord just like, hey, I wanna quit.
You want to crap? I want to stop working now.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry. I forget where it cut out. Like, or do you remember where you were at?
Oh, good.
It's like a backpack.
It's basically Steven's thing, but on Pumpkin's back. It's copper, and it has like a cylinder on top that has like a blood-like solution on the top.
This is incredibly cute.
It's like a
How
little
does he?
backpack.
How does he implement, or how does she implement the liquid? Like a little syringe on one of the arms, or attached to the teeth, something like that.
I didn't think about that, but I like the claws. Get like the cat paw outline.
Yeah.
Get like
Little
it in the
Wolverine
light.
claws of syringe needles.
Hell yeah. All right.
I would think it's kind of like Steven, like it casts through Pumpkin, but the mark left behind when you got healed for a moment is the
Pack claw.
Pumpkin's pack
Yeah.
paw claw.
Little beans.
It's very cute.
All right, so you guys have landed to the north of Bryn Shander and have gotten out of the ship and.
Hey, look at that! Dr. Lazarus rests and takes a long rest. And recovers.
long
It
rest
was
for
been a
Dr.
while.
Lazarus.
Yeah,
It's
been a while.
It's been a while. I have spells again, and I have people to take out anger on.
Uh-oh.
All right. So you guys are outside Bryn Shander, outside the front gates.
Bryn
Well,
Shander.
actually, I mean, are you? Actually, there's some things to describe. So you're outside the front gates. As you enter Bryn Shander for the first time in a week or so, you find the gates equipped with suspended cauldrons and ballistas to either side. The outer walls had cannons mounted on each watchtower as well. Surrounding the entire town and inside the gates stands a large trebuchet. Markham Southwell and his men had been busy while you were gone.
Heck yeah.
As you enter the town, things are slightly off. A large number of people roam the streets in light blue robes. Plastered onto buildings down through the thoroughfare are posters with snowflakes centered at the top and text saying things like, "Preserve the Dale" and "Focus on the frost or the Dale will be lost."
Mm.
And that's... the air holds the slight tinge of gunpowder and smoke. And that's where we're at. What are you guys up to? Here, I'll tell you
So the Nautiloid had a section where the Ceramorphs kept the creatures that they were collecting, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Flight's going to lead the owlbears down and leave them in there.
Oh, okay. Just on the bottom floor, kind of, yeah, where...
On the bottom floor, like below deck, where they can be kept safe and won't escape and kill anybody.
Bree is going to scoop up Scoops. He's going to scoop Scoops and Drenifex up.
Question: did we fly into town with this spaceship?
I imagine we landed like on the outskirts of town.
That's what I
Haven't we
imagined,
flown
but
into
whatever
town?
you guys say. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's
Because
not
I
time
don't
for subtlety
want to
anymore.
I don't like he said. Bryn Shander is currently equipped with ballistas and trebuchets. I don't need them seeing something freaky looking to shoot at.
Yeah, and I mean, with how compact the buildings and stuff are, there may not be a good place to land it within the.
That too.
Yeah.
That and probably
Right
with
in the middle
a
of
whole
town.
bunch of refugees that are like around the wall.
So, an older man, probably in his 80s, with a long white beard, just stumbles by, hiccuping. I mean, there's people kind of all over the place. It's about 10 p.m. But this guy stumbles by, he's hiccuping, he loses his balance and falls into you guys. But then quickly gathers his footing and proceeds onwards. He
I check my purse. I check for my purse.
You just make sure
Do
he
you
hasn't
steal
stolen
shit from
anything.
us?
Yeah, Flight's gonna be keeping an eye on like his hands and his general person as he passes by as well.
Okay.
So surprised that there's an 80-year-old left in 10 towns.
Yeah.
They should have been the first people sacrificed.
I
That's
take
true.
that offense. I take that offensively.
So you guys are.
I'm not that old, but
Okay,
damn.
how old are you? You're probably. Are you 60s? How old are you?
60s.
60s. So yeah, you guys are like, okay, patting your pockets, making sure you didn't steal anything. Everything seems to be there. Although you keep an eye on him, and he walks down the road to like an alleyway, and then starts to look around to see if anybody's watching him.
Flight is.
Okay. Are you? I guess you trying to disguise that you're watching him, or?
No, not particularly.
Okay, so he looks over and
Um,
catches eyes with you, and then I guess continues. It doesn't go down that alleyway. Were you gonna say something, Kate?
yeah, Bree is not gonna pay attention to it after she realizes he's not a pickpocket,
Okay.
and is gonna keep walking to find Ravison.
Okay. So you go walk down to Dr. Lazarus's house, which I guess is the last place that Ravison was left. Okay. Anything else in this area? Bree heads down to Dr. Lazarus.
Flight's gonna follow the group for now, but he is gonna make a note to revisit that alleyway.
Okay. Dope. Okay, great. So you guys head down to Dr. Lazarus's house. As you make your way there, you notice a small gathering of robed figures trying to talk to passersby. They shout things like, "Don't cloud your focus with mental poison! Don't let your energy go to waste! Help preserve the Dale before it's too late!" Eventually, Scramsax emerges from the Northlook and shouts, "Get out of here, you damn chill bringers! We don't even serve alcohol anymore!" You guys are standing outside of Dr. Lazarus's house.
Were they outside of my house?
They were,
Or-
because your house is across the street from the Northlook, they're outside of the Northlook.
Okay. Solicitors are shot on sight.
Well, standing outside your house is the shield guardians still watching over the area.
I pat him. Hello, my friend. Good job.
He flexes.
Got like a snowdrift built up to his like mid-thigh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He just hasn't
probably
moved.
built by Chwingas that live in the walls of your house.
Exactly.
Perfect.
He's got.
I'm gonna guess the door's not locked with how many people live in this small house.
No, the door is not locked. You guys head inside. Bree is clearly looking for Ravison. Oh, here, I'll drag you in. I think maybe that's technically a window, even though I said it was a door before. So everybody makes their way inside to the living room. You find Sanar sitting in front of the fireplace, but no Ravison.
Where's Ravison?
Ravison. She went back to Lonelywood.
Hey, off we go. And Bree goes to leave. Okay.
You guys smell bacon.
Flight will go over to the kitchen and open the door.
Okay, you open the door of the kitchen.
That's the
You guys-
dining. That's the dining room. Or is that the dining room?
Technically, there's not a kitchen picture, so I'm assuming the dining room is also a kitchen. In the kitchen, you find Dave and another large human turned away from you, cooking at the stovetop.
A large human?
Yeah, large human. big, strong.
As his token looks like he is a drow.
Nope. I mean, yeah, great. I think the token does kind of look like that. But no, he is a human. And he's faced away from you guys.
Who the fuck are you?
Well, he turns around.
I'm right.
It's a face that you recognize. This is Big Jason. Big Jason.
Oh.
From prison.
Yeah.
No! Dr. Lazarus! Oh my gosh! We've been waiting for you to get here. Do you want some bacon? No. Okay, hang on. I gotta...
Why are you in my house?
Okay, you
Why
told
is
me to
he
come
in my
here.
house, Dave? I
gave
told
me-
you to send a letter here. I thought you were never getting out of jail.
I thought so too, but then the
thought
explosion
you were-
happened.
What explosion?
God. Okay, look.
Flight looks like he's about to say something, but then says nothing.
Steven immediately looks at you. What?
That's funny. Well, cause yeah, I guess maybe you don't even know. Yeah, he
What
says, what?
explosion?
No, he knows. He knows the explosion that Flight caused.
What explosion was that?
The explosion that helped Flight get into the prison from the outside after he ran off with Melody.
He got gunpowder from those pirates and then blew the front door open of the prison.
Oh, and everybody. Oh. I thought you were never getting out.
To be honest, I didn't think so either. But look, the problem is I still owe you. I wasn't the goal. This woman, half blind, broke out to Zan. I didn't get to talk to her. I don't know why, but
Up blind.
I was not able to kill him.
Like an
you
eye
asked.
patch?
I apologize. I wanted to be honest, but I owe you one.
Wait. Valen pulled out Dazan? She had an eye patch.
Sorry, I'm looking in my brain to make sure I said the right thing.
You said half blind.
No, Valen is correct. Maybe.
Well, she was there. She showed
Yeah,
up
she was
as we
there.
were leaving.
She was there.
And we left her there.
Yeah.
Alex, let me know when I get back to the Nautiloid.
Okay. So yeah, Bree has left. Bree is just going back to the Nautiloid. She needs to go talk to Ravison. You guys are still in the house. I guess. I mean,
I'm in my house. Yeah. I realize she's left.
Bree, do you have both of the bodies with you?
Yep.
Okay.
I have enough strength to carry both of them.
Okay.
That's
Especially
just
since one of them is
leaving
very
Scoops
small.
behind.
How far is the flight?
To Lonelywood? Probably not more. Like, Flight was able to get there and back to talk to Trovis in like a single night. So
Yeah.
We still need material components for you, bud, so I'm taking your body with me. Even if we're doing the resurrection instead of the reincarnation.
Revivify instead of the
Yeah,
reincarnation.
we still need material.
Yeah,
we'll need material components for either one.
what's the point of taking my body?
Because we need your body in order for the spell to work.
It'd be
Well-
faster if I go there and have you revivified instead of going there
But you
and
need the
coming back.
doc to revivify.
Not
Everybody's-
necessarily.
Everybody's got a plan. Steven's gonna go find a diamond on his own. That's fine.
Yeah.
Steven's gonna attempt that anyway. But if you're
Oh,
going
nobody
there,
told Bree this.
And-
Nobody told
and
me
you-
this.
If you're gonna do if we're gonna do both of them, then we could revivify Scoops and reincarnate Dronevex.
Yeah.
She knows
That's what we
that's the plan.
decided.
she knows.
She
I'm
knows that
guessing.
that's the plan. Can I finish? She knows that that's the plan. Nobody told her that we were getting the diamond somewhere else. He's already gone.
Yeah. I mean,
Nobody
you're-
has told me that.
You're set on bringing these people back to life ASAP. And plus,
Yes.
time is ticking on gentle repose. So yeah, I definitely get
Yes.
the motivation there. I mean, does anyone chase after her to fill her in about anything, or she's going to Lonelywood? Oh,
I would request that somebody does that so my body can stay behind.
I know Steven's dealing with the convict in his house. I know that Steven's going to deal with that. I'm not going. If you're just going, you're going.
You know what? Let's just say that someone told me beforehand for the sake of
Yeah.
Andrew.
Well, it's been 10 hours, so...
Yeah, for over a 10-hour flight, I'm sure Dr. Lazarus would have filled you in on any plans he had, so...
If I can find a diamond, I will do something about it.
Okay. Keith, do you have... she'll ask you before she leaves, then do you have the message spell or anything like that?
Actually, Flight is actually going to run back to the Nautiloid if you're going to fly off with it, because he wants to make sure that he has the owlbears close at hand for him.
Bree is pointedly ignoring you.
Well,
all right.
Steven's also actively ignoring you.
Yeah, he's not gonna
ignoring you.
Well, of course he is.
Yes, Scoops is actively ignoring everyone.
Can we do that, like the real quick of the Bree? If you leave Scoop's body here, I'm gonna attempt to see if I can get the speaker to maybe put a word in for me. If I can get a diamond, I might be able to do something.
I trust you. Try to get a message to me if it doesn't work, and I'll try to bring a diamond back with me from Rapson.
Steven will kind of put out his hand like a handshake. Thank you.
A good idea to get 2 diamonds in case somebody dies in the future.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
What about
you can buy one.
Diamond.
Yep. So yeah, Flight will head back to the Nautiloid, but not like he will notably like not be walking alongside Bree if she doesn't really say anything. In fact, he'll go ahead if anything.
Okay, yeah, running ahead. That sounds right. Okay, so you and Bree are heading back to the Nautiloid. You have Dredavex's body, and you've left Scoops.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, great. So you guys go back to the Nautiloid, and I guess you find Vorin there. Oh, that was quick. What? Back so soon.
I assume Flight gets there first. If you want to do. Flight.
Yeah, Flight gets there first.
Oh, right.
I'm just here to pick up the owlbears.
What happened with Dredavex? Is he gonna be okay?
Bree's bringing him back. You're going to go find a druid by the name of Ravison, and perhaps she will have the components needed to reincarnate him.
Okay.
But I would prefer that you didn't have owlbears in tow while you did that. So.
Oh, come on. All right, no, I'm sad. Okay, take him, get him out of here. Okay.
Indeed.
Remind me what
Flight will go below
feeling.
deck, and he'll let the owlbears out and lead them out of the Nautiloid.
Okay, where are you putting them? You lead them out, they follow, they're licking.
That is a good question.
That is a good question. Go. It's like Air Bud or like what is it? Harry and Henderson's like go, get. No, you don't have to get rid of them.
No, I'm not getting rid of them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you lead the owlbears out of the ship. At Bree gets
There are
there.
stables.
You see the owlbears and Flight over to the side, leading them out of the hole in the ship.
I give them a wide berth and wait for Flight to leave before I get on the Nautiloid.
Okay. Okay. You climb aboard. Vorin sees Dredavex's body. Hurry, get in. We need to go get some stuff.
Yeah, we need to go to Lonely Wood. It's okay. We have like another 9 days. I've cast a spell that preserves his body. But yes, we need to get to Lonely Wood right now.
Okay, if this is our only chance, then he takes off. He climbs into the cockpit, pulls some levers. The whole thing lifts up off the ground and pew, takes off towards Lonelywood. Trip to Lonelywood in the ship is about an hour and a half, so it's not too bad. And you land outside of Lonelywood.
While they're in the air, Bree will go around and try to start patching up the hole a little bit, I guess, or like cleaning up a little bit.
Was the ship itself damaged There's
a giant hole in the side of the ship.
Well, yeah, but that's been there for a while. But
Yeah,
I meant recent damage.
No recent damage, but she can fix old damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're picking up the ship. You're kind of organizing. You're trying to fix the hole during the flight. The wind is whipping by, but otherwise you do clean up the ship a little bit. You guys land outside of the ramshackle. It looks like this place is bustling. There's a number of people coming through. Like, the rest of the town is still somewhat demolished, but there's a bunch of people hanging out around the front door, in the rooms, whatnot. And you land and you get off the ship.
Yeah, I take a look around. Do I recognize anybody that's, like, bustling around outside?
It looks like just basic townsfolk.
Okay, well, she's gonna take
What
Dredovix
Great
and...
parents here? Wasn't the throuple here?
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Well, she takes Dredovix and she puts, like, a little towel over him. Like, she'll wrap his body up so that people don't see him. And then she'll scoop him up and start making her way inside to find Ravison or her parents, or her dad, rather, I can't remember what your other son's name is. I'm blanking on it.
Orion?
Orion. Yeah.
Okay.
Orion left Lonelywood ages ago.
Did he?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he's hanging out with Halligan now.
No,
Right,
I
I
think
forgot.
so. You're muted, Tom.
No,
But I don't think so.
We said we
that was
wanted
the
him to
idea.
become the new shaman or something.
I know that
Well,
was
that's the plan. It hasn't happened yet because Halligan's off at the goblins, working with
Yeah.
goblins on our side.
Right.
At the very least, we sent him to Bryn Shander.
And he was on his way to Bryn Shander. Well, shit, he's also not at the house. I have to find him. Because
Yeah.
he should be here.
So who do I find when I go into the ramshackle?
You find like a very active, I haven't prepped this map, but yeah, a very active inn. Behind the counter, you see Orion. You actually see a small kobold man behind the counter as well, and they're cooking and like providing drinks to people who are there. People are sitting in front of the fire. People are coming in from the rooms. Those are the only notable people you see, just standard commoners.
Okay, cool. Do you want to flip back to them for a little bit? Okay.
Yeah, sounds good. All right.
So I have an idea. Flight needs to find, like, are there any like large hills nearby?
Large hills.
Yes.
Sure.
Or hills of any
Walk
kind.
Far enough. Sure. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he'll spend some time like searching for a nice secluded spot, and he's going to make basically a large ice enclosure using shape of the flowing river, and he'll do it as many times as he needs. I'll spend like, you know what? Screw it. I'll spend like half my key points. I'll spend like 6 key points making a big, good-sized enclosure that I can have for them.
Okay.
Using shape of the flowing river.
Yeah. Okay, so you build.
I imagine there's
like,
plenty of ice.
10.
I imagine there's plenty of snow out here to work with.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's still pretty much.
And I'm going to be making sure I shape it in such a way that it blends in with the hills, and I am not going to provide an entrance. Flight's going to need to make the entrance when he gets here. I don't want anybody going in here.
Okay.
Remember to leave an air
And I
hole.
don't want them getting out.
So you can
Remember to leave an air hole.
Cocoon.
Yeah, I'll leave air holes and stuff, but I'm not going to leave an entrance.
Okay. Okay, so Flight's out there dealing with his owlbears, hiding them away out into the landscape. Back at Dr. Lazarus's house, he has locked the door, and you're now in your residence with Big Jason, Dave, and Sanar. And the body of Scoops.
Okay, second thing second. Where are my sons? Have either of them returned? Look at Dave.
No, what? How would I know? No, I haven't seen you, sons.
Son of a bitch.
I haven't seen the Suns in 2 years.
I haven't. Yeah, your son's missing just like the actual son. That's a coincidence. No, I'm sorry to bring it up. No, he has to be. I mean, we left Orion back at the ramshackle, but no, I haven't seen Halligan. Wasn't he supposed to come back with the goblins?
Yes. That's
Oh.
bad.
That is bad. Hopefully the maiden didn't get him.
Big Jason, my friend, you say you owe me a favor.
Well, I mean, you gave me the goods already. And I didn't kill anybody for you. I owe you one.
Yes. Agreed. So how about you take Sanar, the giant, why don't you just go by yourself? I have faith in you. I think
The giant? Which giant?
The metal, the construct,
yeah.
Yeah.
the shield guardian.
I say your giant is gone.
By myself.
She has
Where?
flown the coop.
Where are we going? Where's the mission?
Your job is to find my sons and bring them back to me.
Okay.
Could be simple, could be difficult. You'll tell me when it happens.
Yikes. Okay, where am I looking? Is there a scope to where I might find them? They look like you?
No, both more green skin.
Green skin.
I look for a photo. I definitely have it.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Of like a little bit older.
7 years old.
It's a cute family. Oh, man.
My headcanon is like you have those like stiff family like oil portraits or something like that.
Yeah.
I like to imagine a bunch of fold-out images from his wallet. He just opens his wallet and they tumble out.
What was that? What's that one? What's that one painting? American something. I can't remember the name of it.
But anyway, I show him my children with my wallet photo and my picture behind and my stick family.
Mm-hmm.
And the tattoo of them on your chest. No, I'm just joking.
No, too far.
Yep.
That's his ex-wife.
This is.
Okay,
We don't talk about Brunhilde.
Okay, let me burn it in. Okay, I got the face. Where am I looking? Are they in town? Is there a certain town they're in?
I have no idea. This is a mystery, Big Jason.
Dave said that he left Orion in Lonelywood.
Yeah, why did you leave my son in Lonelywood? Wasn't he supposed to come here?
Was he? I thought he was running the place. Maybe not. Maybe am I confused?
We sent a letter for him to come to...
We left the parents running the tavern and Orion headed to...
Because he was already
Bryn Shander.
gone. He was already on his way to Bryn Shander. So he never made it to Bryn Shander.
Alright, well...
Turned back.
Big Jason, I'm going to make this real easy for you. I'm going to look at Big Jason like very condescendingly. I don't take it you're the investigatory type.
I mean, I'm just the muscle, man.
So I'm going to give you Can you follow direction?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You tell me where to go, I'll go and I will look.
I'm going to explain to him how to get to the Goblin Cave.
Okay.
Once you get there, look for this one. And I point to Halligan.
Okay.
Find out any information you can while you're there and report back to me. We'll keep it step by step.
You really got a thing for green skin, huh? Yeah, no comment. That's fine. I'll get going. All right. I'm working for you, boss. I'm sorry to question you. All right.
Fair enough, Big Jason.
You got like a coat? You got an extra coat I can wear?
I definitely give him a coat.
All right.
I have a coat.
Probably one of your former wife's coats, because he's a bit...
Yes. Yep.
Hell yeah. Why are the buttons on the other side? This is weird.
Hey, it's warm, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You're right. The buttons are the least of my worries. All right.
Function over fashion.
All right, we'll be even. If I can find your son, we're even. But like I said, there's hands out there.
There's always more coin to be earned.
What'd you say?
There's always more money to be earned, Big Jason.
Okay, see, I'm down. All right.
For good enough work, I may call on your services again.
All right. I won't let you down. Big Jason, out. Big Jason puts on the coat, buttons it up, and heads out of the house.
Deuces, Big Jason.
You guys not? He said you guys were friends.
I guess we are now.
Oh, well, that's why I let him in. I don't know. So, did you? What happened? What happened to Scoops?
Well, he was ripped apart by an owl
He
bear.
would call me Ample. He wouldn't know the face.
Oh,
And he wouldn't know who
fucking
the hell
Ample,
this says.
You're right.
Shit.
Oh,
Be like,
yeah,
"Who's
he would
this
say, "Who is
mom?"
this?" Yeah, he would be like, "Did you capture some sort of monster?"
Apple got fucked up so bad, he looks a little different.
Oh my god, they took his whole face off! They just scraped his whole face off!
I know, right?
Oh my god.
Well, I need you to stay here and keep the house safe.
Oh,
I'll be
okay.
back.
And Steven will
Lock
walk
the door
on.
this time.
Yeah, and Steven's locking the door behind him and taking his key from his pocket.
Okay.
And Steven is going out to go find the speaker of Valen? No.
Duvessa.
Devessa. Yes. Speaker Devessa.
Okay. You leave the
Do what?
house to go find Duvessa Shane. Leaving Scoops' body on your table. Yeah, I mean, you wander a couple blocks, you find her. You probably check the town hall first, and you find her in the office in the town hall.
Do you want to jump to one of them for a while? Give me time to think.
Sure.
Yeah, think how I'm going to word this.
Give me some time.
I'm asking for a lot of money.
Oh. Right. Okay. Who are we jumping to? Let's jump to Bree. Bree.
Yeah, okay, so Breeze just entered the ramshackle. She sees Orion and this random little kobold dude. And she immediately makes her way up to the bar, and says, Orion, where's Ravison? Also, why are you here?
I forgot that you guys wrote me that letter. And I just came. I guess I got halfway and just forgot where I was going and came back.
You better send a message to your father. He's gonna be very worried that you're not in Bryn Shander.
All right.
Where's Ravison?
Fair enough. I've been smoking too much of the halfling herb. Oh no. Okay. So Ravison came through here. She was look, with all this shit going on in Bryn Shander, she did, with the Frostmaiden stuff and the Church of Oral showing up, and her turning on Oral, she said she couldn't stay there. She had to come back here to get out of Dodge.
Yeah, where is she?
She's back at the Elven Tomb. She said she was going back to the woods. See her
Okay. Thank you. Have you seen Halligan lately? Is he still out with the goblins?
Mm-mm. Yeah, he should be back by now, right?
Oh no. Okay. One thing at a time. And she goes back out with the body and I guess goes back to the Nautiloid and says, hey, Dredavex, back to the Elfin Tomb.
Oh my gosh, we're driving everywhere. Okay, whatever it is for my buddy, we gotta get back to life. Yeah, he gets in the ship, takes off again. I mean, a bunch of people have crowded around the ship and they're in awe of this, and it takes off. You fly slightly to the, I don't know, in a direction towards the Elven Tomb, and you land outside the Elven Tomb. I guess you run inside. There's nobody outside,
Yeah.
It's just that typical open spot that leads down into the inside. You jump down, you run back to her office, and you find Ravison just kind of sitting back there, contemplating what's going on, leaning over the desk, head on her hands.
Her emotions finally start to show a little bit. She's like, Ravison, I need your help. I need your help.
What is it?
And I assume that there's a table somewhere in there.
Yeah. I mean, well, there's the sarcophagus that she's using as a desk.
I gently, I clear some stuff away and I gently lay, Dredavex's body out and I said, someone we owe a lot to has died. I need to reincarnate. I need to bring them back.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was owlbears, like me. Can you help me?
Oh, not again. What do you need? What can I do?
I need the components. We don't have the components. I know it's a lot. I'm sorry. I'll pay you back. I just didn't know who else would have them. When I died, V had a set on her, so I just figured that you would too.
Yeah. It's true. I'm sorry. I just wish I would have been there in time for V. I could have used this for her. I don't know. Okay, I'm
I
sorry.
give her a big hug. I give her a big hug, and we probably just cry for a little bit.
Don't let me waste your time. I'm sorry. I'm making the same mistake. Here, let's get you the stuff.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I cast. Take your time. I cast. I cast gentle repose on him.
Oh, you were smart. Oh my gosh, I wasn't able to get to V in time to do that. Okay, and I guess she goes into a pouch and starts pulling out different fluids. I think for what you're doing, what is it like?
It's
Oil
like
and incense?
oils and
Oils and stuff,
unguents and
right.
incense and stuff like
Yeah.
that, like
Mhm.
magic-y, like Wiccan shit.
Mumbo jumbo.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, here, take this with you. She puts it into a little pouch, hands it over to you. This is good for one use.
Okay.
I hope you don't need it multiple times.
I hope so too. I'll try to find some more somewhere to replenish your stock of it, once things have calmed down a little bit.
Well,
Do you mind if I
know
just
anyone
do
anymore,
it?
I guess.
Okay.
If this is gonna go to anyone, it would be you and your group. So it's in the right hands now.
Yeah, but still. We might need you again one day, right?
Maybe.
Gosh forbid goddess forbid I, die again. But, anyways, yeah, I guess I'll just take him back to the ship and do it there. Or I can do it here. I don't know. I don't want to upset you more.
You can. It's whatever. I can look away. I mean, it's fine.
Okay. I feel like Dredavex should be here for this, so she's gonna go grab Dredavex and then, or no, Dredavex,
Vorin.
Vorin, and come back.
We're doing this. We're doing this here. Oh, should we hold hands?
Yeah. I'm gonna need my hands for this, but yeah, sorry. Actually, she looks in.
Can I hold Dredavex's hand?
Yeah, you can do that. I could also summon you an emotional support animal if you wish.
That too? Can I do both?
Yeah, sure. And she'll cast Summon Beast, and the penguin will come out.
Okay. He grabs the penguin's flap, his little wing, and then grabs onto Dredavex's hand, and it's just like holding his hand, kissing his hand, kisses the penguin's hand. I don't know why, but oh, please let this work. Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know if you want to jump to someone else and then we can come back to me and do the ritual, or do you want to do the ritual now?
I've got a quick thing. The penguin is wearing traditional Japanese funeral attire.
Yes, that is definitely canon.
Yeah, speaks low, ceremonial prayers to the.
He's like rubbing his two flippers together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Over a talisman of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, if you guys have ever heard the Hokage's funeral scene piano song from Naruto, that's what's playing in my head. It's a beautiful piece.
I'm sure I have because I've seen Naruto, but I don't remember what it sounds like off the top of my head.
YouTube Hokage funeral scene song. Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's do the ritual now, so you can head back and meet up with the others.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. Okay, so I guess I would have prepped reincarnate this morning. What level is that again? Level
5.
5.
I believe
okay,
it's 5th.
so she would have replaced edit this real quick. Wait, how do I edit on here? My spell. Oh well.
Right click.
Oh right. Right click. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Done that this morning.
Oh, that spell we got from the chalice, that would have gone. That's gone by now, yeah.
Ask me that again when we come back to you, because the answer is yes,
Okay.
but there's more to it than that. So remind me.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so Bree will like lay his body out and she'll go around and place incense, one at his head and one at his feet, and then two each by his sides, and she'll go around and she'll light them slowly. And then she'll grab the oil, and she'll remove the copper coins from his eyes for a gentle repose, and she'll swipe the oil onto each of his eyelids, and a little bit across his mouth or tentacles. I guess a bit on his tentacles.
I think there's like a beak mouth.
Yeah,
Under
she'll
them.
lift the tentacles and she'll put some on the beak. Different anatomy. And she'll take, if he was wearing shoes, she'll take shoes off and she'll put a little bit on the base of his feet as well. And then she will stand back and she'll start chanting the verbal component for it. And I think she does it in keep doing this. Where are my languages here on this character sheet?
It's under attributes.
It's under attributes? Okay, thank you. Do I have in honor of V, she's going to do the verbal component in Elvish.
Okay. Fuck
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So she just starts chanting.
You just start chanting.
Yeah, let me click on the spell so that you can actually see the spell.
I'll wait to see what it comes back as.
Do?
I'm hoping Dragonborn.
1 hour.
Yeah, it takes... Yeah, it takes an hour. So she's just gonna like go around lighting. So like the incense and the oil were part of the hour, and then the chanting and like walking around in like complex patterns, I'm gonna guess, is probably like the rest of it.
Hell yeah.
I want to see a Dragonborn with like squid tentacles.
And can I roll the D100? Can I roll the D100?
Sure.
To
Are
determine
you able to
what he's gonna do?
table?
Yeah, I can click open roll table.
And then roll on.
Okay, should we do that right now, or should I roll privately and send you the result so that it's a surprise for everyone else? Like
It'll be a surprise when we see
Okay, we
it.
end it here, and then you show up with whatever happened.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done with that. Yeah. So yeah, change it to private, or a private GM, or a blind. No.
Or I have the dice bag here.
Oh,
do you want me to private GM roll?
It doesn't.
Or
matter. No, you can roll it.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna roll it physical dice so that I don't fuck up accidentally, and send it to everyone, because that seems like something I would do. Okay, we're good. I'll send you the number privately, Alex, on Discord.
Sounds good. I'm gonna click over to that box. Let's see it coming. Okay, and then we cut away from there. Let's go back to Flight. You're outside of the city. You have just contained your owl bears.
Flight's just gonna kind of give a contented sigh. He'll sprint back to the city and go back in. And at this point, he is going to make another pass at that alley that old dude was about to walk through.
Okay. You go back to the alley, and I guess you wander down it. Are you looking for something specific? You just want to. What do you want to do there? Just like an investigation.
Any sign that somebody else has been through here recently?
Actually, yeah. No investigation needed. There's a lot of footprints, more than just that one guy that kind of lead in the snow back down this alley. A lot of the snow's gone because of all the foot traffic.
Okay, so this is a frequently traveled alley.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna see where the majority of the tracks lead.
Okay. Give me an investigation.
Investigation. 11.
It's hard to know where they go exactly because once you get a little bit further down the alley, it looks like someone's been sweeping up the tracks. Although it'd be smart for them to just sweep them all. But there's a couple of side doors back down this alley. There's a couple of them. There's one nearby.
Any of them marked with anything?
One of them has a face slit for eye holes.
Oh yeah. Not suspicious
And,
at all. Those doors,
is
nothing said we've
that
climbed those
the
doors.
only noticeable thing about any of them?
I mean, the one that has the slit in it does not have a handle, but the other door does. The other door looks more normal than the one with the slit in it.
Like it has a doorknob and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that door can probably only be opened from the inside. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Flight's going to do something interesting. Flight's going to walk up to the door. He's going to see if anybody is watching him.
Okay. Give me your perception.
Yeah, and he's going to be checking as soon as he steps in front of the door, if that is significant at all.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, you step in front of
17.
the door. You're kind of looking around. It's fairly late. No one sees you in the alley there, at least from the outside that you can see.
All right. Then what he's going to do is he is going to climb up above the door. Then he's going to while clinging to the wall. Then he's going to kind of reach down from above the door frame, and then he is going to knock on the door.
Okay.
And just like stay out of sight above the door.
Right.
See what happens.
Okay. So you climb up the wall in the alley, hiding above the door, and you reach down and you knock on it, and you hear the slit open up, and someone say, "Password!" Once the slit is open, you probably hear some commotion inside. Clinking, laughter.
So he's gonna stay hidden above the door, and he's not gonna say anything.
Okay.
He's gonna remain silent.
Okay.
Does the guy who opened the slit do anything?
Let's see here. I guess he just yells hello. Hello?
Flight remains silent.
Who's that?
He's gonna use elemental attunement to kind of just waft in a little bit of cold air into his face.
Okay, he shuts the slit. Slides it shut.
He's gonna knock on the door again. Staying in, and he's trying to screw around with these guys, see what's going on here.
Okay. So you knock on the door again, the slit opens out. Who the hell's out here? Either you want to quit fucking around or we're gonna... Somebody...
He then uses elemental attunement to make the ground beneath the guy's feet rumble a little bit.
Okay. Guys, something weird's going on up here. I don't know if somebody knows or it's not our normal customer base coming through here right now. It might be someone invisible. And then I guess you hear another voice, and they're like, "Let me take a look. Let me take a look." And I guess the door opens up, and from
no, it's
the
a
room
voice.
comes a tiefling man in nice armor and nice dress.
Okay. Flight's gonna try to creep onto the roof at that point.
Okay, give me a stealth.
Indeed, I will.
Okay, good stealth. So
22.
I just saw what Kate sent me. Nice. Okay. So you stealth up onto the roof, and I guess you hear footprints of this tiefling looking around in the alley. Walks around the side of the building, is looking for something. Who's out here?
Is the door still open?
Yeah. Good question.
The door is still. Well, you probably can't see if you're on the roof, but you didn't hear it shut.
Okay. Can I see where the tiefling is from the roof?
Yeah, you could peek up over the edge. He's probably at the corner of the building, peeking around from the alley towards the other alleys that connect in the backside.
I'm going to use elemental attunement to make his clothes colder.
Okay. Okay. Well, he just kind of holds himself. He's kind of cold. Actually, let me just double check that there's not something else he would have done. Nope, that's all he.
Do I recognize this guy at all?
Give me a history check.
History.
Okay, you know I should.
4. Probably not.
Well, you do recognize him. I'll say you're for sure you've seen this guy somewhere. But the name and where is missing. You're. Yeah, you're unaware of who exactly this guy is, but you know that you know him. You've seen him before.
I just kind of has his eyes narrowed at this guy. He's let's see.
Actually,
he's gonna try and use elemental attunement to cause a small breeze to come from a different direction in the alley, trying to lure him away further from the door.
Okay. He's just not really interested in the wind. Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Yeah. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Nope.
Nope. Sorry.
He's cold. He wants to go inside.
He's so cold. No one's out there. I guess he just goes back to the door and he kind of yells out, "Listen! Don't ruin it for the rest of us, all right?
Must mean nothing.
Do you want what happened to? Oh." And I guess he stops thinking about something, and then I guess he just goes back inside.
Before he does, he's actually going to before he steps back inside, before he moves towards the door, he is going to use Clench of the North Wind to cast Hold Person on him. He needs to make a Strength saving throw.
Okie dokie. Interesting. Strength saving throw. Shit. What's he gotta beat?
DC 15. At least I think. I think it's DC 15.
Strength.
Well,
whatever.
What is?
So he's it's definitely higher than whatever he has to do. Okay, so you cast Hold Person on this guy. And I guess he's now stuck. He's incapacitated.
Yep, he is paralyzed.
He's paralyzed outside the front door, in the back area. He was headed towards the door. I guess the guy who was inside is like, I guess he goes, Scath, are you alright? What the heck's going on? He grabs him, he's snapping in front of him. Can he talk?
No, he cannot.
So his teeth are clenched, and the other guy grabs him and I guess drags him inside and shuts the door.
Before he does that, Slight is going to hop down from the roof and shut the door behind him.
Like, shut the door.
He's gonna slip his fingers through the eye hole and shut the door.
Sorry, I missed you. You're going inside?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're going inside.
No, I'm not going inside. He's gonna keep both of these guys outside.
Gotcha. Well, they're kind of in the doorway. I don't know if there's a way for you to get between them. And...
Well, I thought the tiefling guy kind of wandered out into the alleyway beforehand.
But he went back to the door to finally yell that final.
Yeah, but my intention was for Flight to move, keep him, as soon as he moved towards the doorway. He wanted there to be. He didn't. As soon as he moved toward the doorway, he wouldn't get too close to it.
Your use of Clinch of the North Wind was intended to stop him from.
Yes.
To
yes.
buy you that space. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's say that happens. Then you jump down, you slam the door shut, and now you see these two guys in front
then,
of you. And this
if I can do this in the same motion, Flight is then going to use Shape of the Flowing River to cause any snow that's nearby to converge onto the door to block it.
Is that an action?
It is an action, yes.
All right. Unfortunately, you won't be able to do both.
Okay. Well, I would like to do that quickly, but Flight is going to step in front of the door and close it.
Okay. All right. Well, let's cut there.
Okay.
Let's try to go back to Dr. Lazarus because he's trying to bring Scoops back, and let's get Ando back into the game as soon as possible.
Good, I'm still in the game.
We'll see what happens here. Thank you, Kate. Okay, so let's jump back to Dr. Lazarus. You have left, or you are at the town hall talking to Duvessa Shane, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Duvessa,
Oh, yes, Doctor.
remember that kid you dropped on my lap? The one that was annoying you? That, Ample.
Oh, yes, how can I forget?
I lean close.
We got him killed.
Haha, good job, Dr. Lazarus.
Nope.
No.
Like the guy.
So cold. So
He
cold.
is very useful.
Oh,
I need
wouldn't
a
have guessed.
massive favor.
what?
I need a diamond.
You need
But a
to-
pricey one at that.
I don't...
If Bryn Shander is to survive, that annoying kid must live.
What? All of Bryn Shander relies on that little shit?
Believe it or not, it does.
I don't know if I do. Give me your persuasion.
He hears a
She says
on
that
the
word
wind.
for word. Give me a persuasion.
Give me a persuasion.
Give me a persuade.
14.
Heck yeah.
Can I add my flash of genius
Sure.
to that?
Is that a D4?
It is a flat 4.
Oh, it's a flat 4. Nice. Okay, so 8.
Yeah, I think it's
Like,
your
I come out,
intelligence
just like
modifier,
sit down
right?
and go. Yes. Just sit there and go.
Oh! And it's technically your fault.
How dare you? How is it my fault? I'm doing my
did
best
you
to
not-
keep this town safe.
And I'm physically keeping this town safe.
No, and I appreciate that. I just don't... I'm sorry. I cut you off. I'd love to hear your explanation.
He seems
He's
stressed.
he's a reliable ally. He saved my life.
Andrew gives you permission to give up his secrets.
Stephen won't.
No,
Patient,
okay.
doctor, confidentiality.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
He is very important. Stephen does not want to explain why, but
He is very important. You have to trust me on this one.
Okay.
Where can I acquire this?
What kind of...
The
I give her the so just so I don't have to say like the cost of the diamond because I think, but Stephen will give like the dimensions of what the diamond needs to be for size of 300 gold worth. I just figured he wouldn't be like, oh, 300 gold worth. And it's like, is that like individual diamonds? He describes the type of diamond he needs.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, I guess I've come to trust you, Dr. Lazarus. We were going to utilize this to pay for a lot of the stuff going on in town, but I guess if you need it.
The town needs it.
Okay, don't make me regret this.
We found a city. a city of riches.
Really?
We'll need people to excavate it. Bryn Shander will prosper for this.
Thank you, Doctor. You've done
Thank
great
you.
work for the town.
And
Okay.
Stephen, like the person who doesn't like to be touched, like Stephen, like slightly hugs her, like thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
And
just
Stephen
keep it
attempts to make his way. So she had that on her.
She had a safe in her office that she unlocked, got into, and pulled out a medium-sized gem for you.
I will then. Hold on, Jess calling.
Yep.
And I will begin to make my way back there as soon as I.
What?
He's heading back.
Yes.
Oh, okay. You're heading back. Okay. Well, let's say you got back there. You've got the gem. You've come back to your house. Dave is still there, sitting, observing Scoops' body, touching his featureless face. That grew back real quick. I don't think it's such smooth skin. No pimples.
It's very odd.
It is.
So Stephen goes into his lab.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually have the material components. I can cast Revivify normally now, right?
I guess so. Yeah.
So, but what Stephen wants to do, so I want to take the diamond,
Mm-hmm.
and almost infuse it with like some of my magic blood, so that the diamond starts to take on the reddish color. And he's going to. Scoops, feel free to jump in here at any time, but like what I'm thinking is he's going to put it in the center of something, so it's like surrounded by like a disc and almost like very Iron Man-esque. And he's attempting to insert it into the center of your chest, and then he's going to just flick the red diamond and cast Revivify on you.
Love that. I'll take it into account. I do have something in Scoop's mind's eye, if I can include that.
Yeah.
So in the moment as Scoops is being revived, his I guess retroactively his life flashes before his eyes, and he thinks about his younger days as a investigative reporter, making a name for himself to the point where people would say, "Oh, you get the scoop on something," and getting accolades for the mysteries he was uncovering, to the point where he became so famous that nobody wanted to talk to him anymore, and he couldn't get into play. He couldn't sneak into places because everyone recognized him so easily, at least in Waterdeep. And so he went on a journey to find a way around that, and ended up, making a deal with a hag to sell his face in for the ability to shape change. And as that kind of memory replays in his mind's eye, the moment the curse takes hold and his face disappears, his whole world becomes black. The whole world becomes darkness, as he never saw again through his own eyes. And in that black space, eternal space, there are kind of echoes of the things around him, as if he's seeing through blind sight, like a bit Daredevil-esque. Echoes of people walking past him, and there are echoes of Bree and the dock and flight, and the moments of danger and adrenaline that they've faced together, and through those echoes and in the darkness beyond him, there's movement and low movement, and in that space where nothing is giving off light, he can see blood begin to rise from below, like water flowing in and covering his where his feet would be in the darkness, and he can feel it moving up his legs, and he hears like sloshing sounds as people kind of move towards him through this red liquid, and he sees Ample Derriere and Dimitri Kokoja and the other faces of the people he's been over the years kind of closing in around him. And as the blood continues to rise past them, over them and over himself, it moves up his face as he feels terrified of these haunted beings moving in towards him, and potentially drowning in this liquid, and feeling like sleep paralysis has taken him, like not being able to move, and that the adrenaline from that fear is what he feels as he comes back to consciousness.
So I'll say right before you come back to consciousness, Dr. Lazarus sees this diamond and his blood dripping all over the outside, or I mean, the blood on it and the blood infused in it starts to surge to bring you back to life. And his power is almost too powerful and explodes the diamond in front of you, and the spell fails.
Oh.
What?
I believe.
Hey.
Well, I don't know. I did that last minute.
What are you thinking? What's your reasoning?
Maybe I'll just back out of that, and we'll just do how it was.
Hold on, can I narratively run for a second?
Sure.
Because I think I know what you're going to do.
Sure.
Spell fails, blows up, fine. Steven takes all the shards he can, holds them all together, and bamps Pumpkin in. I'm going to take all the shards and open up the hat and throw crystals in and seal it in, and bamp Pumpkin out.
Wait, where are you putting the shards?
In the container. Into the
vial in the backpack
of Pumpkin. I'm sending Pumpkin to that odd blood place that I have, that like where Pumpkin goes, where my cannon goes, where I draw my power from. And I'm sending the diamond back there.
Oh, I see.
Okay. And I'm going to like we talked about, I'm going to give up one of my infusions to surge it.
Okay, so we'll say that the spell doesn't fail. You're still holding the power, but the energy from, or the power from the diamond that was fueling it, you just pause it, you grab these shards, you send them with Pumpkin, you bamf him out, and Pumpkin vanishes from the material plane in the typical explosive hemorrhaging fashion, and appears yet again in his home. I apologize if this isn't how you imagined it, but a dimension tinted red and paused in time. The wind is absent, replaced by the muffled flow of liquid, with none of the treble. In fact, it sounds like it might within a submarine leagues underneath the sea. Pumpkin is standing in Dr. Lazarus's house, although instead of seeing the north look across the street, the wind is dark red. Every once in a while, strange red inner tubes float past in the distance. Actually, all the windows were this way. In the air within the room are small motes of light floating around, almost like dust particles, but sparkling with energy. They sway ever so slowly through the inert air in the room. Normally, Pumpkin gave these specks no mind, but today was different.
So wait, the blood dimension looks like everything else but blood?
Yeah, that's what I was imagining. Like, his blood dimension is kind of like his home, what he's used to, except the whole world outside of that is just blood. Yeah, like it's like the house is floating around in your veins or something.
Yeah, that's why there's like inner tubes and stuff.
Love
you
Yeah,
that.
those are
can
blood
land on.
cells.
The magic school bus.
This is
Yep.
Bloodborne as fucking. I love it.
Oh god.
So Pumpkin, Pumpkin, you gotta jump on one of these motes of light. So go ahead and click on Pumpkin and give me an actual acrobatics check for Pumpkin. Pumpkin's gotta jump around this room. Yeah.
Where's Pumpkin abilities? Little hopping pumpkin.
15. So they're all over in the air. Pumpkin launches off one of the chairs, diving at one of the moats, but goes flying past and hits the bookshelf, knocking a number of books to the ground before ricocheting back onto the floor and landing on her feet. Try again. Give me another one. They're a little bit lower to the ground. She's brought them down 22. Okay,
Nice.
Not 20.
Pumpkin launches into the air, bounces off the bookshelf, and grabs this thing, pinning it on the ground. The moat glows underneath her paws, and she eats it up, swallows it. I guess you don't necessarily see what's going on the outside. So whenever you bring Pumpkin back, you bamf her back into reality.
Yeah.
Where Pumpkin comes to your side, rubs up against you, purring, and then begins to cough and hack. Pumpkin's back arches, and she proceeds to puke. From Pumpkin's mouth emerges a small, emerges a small crystal covered in hair and spit. After the grossness is pulled away, what's left is a glistening blood-red gem, glowing faintly at its center. Just like a miner delves into a mine to extract valuables such as these, Pumpkin has delved into a mind and extracted a blood crystal containing the essence of the Doc's powers, the source of his Hemo Arcana. And you finish up the ritual, the power surging through this new gem, and Scoops. It jolts back to life.
I think in that mind's eye place, Scoops is drowning in blood. And just before he passes out in that space, loses consciousness in that space, he sees a glowing mote of light above him, and it, for the first time, he can kind of perceive himself, or we, the audience, would be able to perceive himself in that darkness. And even though he's still faceless, kind of air bubbles float up from where his mouth would be, and he starts swimming towards that light desperately.
Oh, hell yeah.
And reaches out to it.
Well, I wonder if, you're in all this blood, red all over the place, and you see this light, and you go towards it, and you find Dr. Lazarus's house. You enter his house, and although no one reacts to you, you find it as it is now. You see, like, ghostly figures of Dr. Lazarus standing over your dead body on the table, Dave watching in anticipation, Pumpkin nearby. Your ghost is brought to this area, although you're in the blood dimension now. You see his power surging through the blood gem in front of your dead corpse.
I walk towards the scene, and it feels like that gem is drawing me towards it. And I relatively calmly lay down into my own body.
Ooh, fuck yes. And Scoops reawakens on the table in front of Dr. Lazarus, having performed Revivify. Dave is astonished. What do you say, Scoops? You're awake. You're alive.
I sit up in a very Dracula fashion, like back up straight, and the doc would be able to see, like, I imagine, his chest and body is exposed during the surgery. He would see, like, the veins around the contraption in his chest kind of pulse and really stand out with, like, red lines in his veins and almost with an inner glow, like a very slight inner glow.
Fuck.
And he reaches out and says, "Doc, what happened?" Yeah.
First things first, how are you feeling? Everything functioning correctly?
I don't know how to answer that.
Move your
And he
fingers,
reaches
your
up
toes.
to touches the thing in his chest.
Yes. Another modification I've fortunately had to make to you, Scoops.
Wait, do you
I have
an
some
Iron
bad
Man glowing
news.
gem in your chest now?
Well,
That's awesome.
I believe
Like,
Revivify
yeah, veins
also
coming
brings
out.
you. I believe Revivify also only brings you back with 1 hit point.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you saying,
I'm
Doc?
still
Doc was
really
saying something.
tired.
it's fine.
You're good.
I'm enjoying this. But look at you, Scoops. I go, well, you didn't make it, my friend. And it took a little bit extra to pull you back. Good news, you're alive. Bad news. 3 days after I die, and so do you. Your time has been cut, short, I suppose.
I guess that just means we have to find a way for you to live forever.
Steven laughs, chuckles, and he hits his backpack.
I have a plan for that, my friend. And so much more. But I need something from you.
Anything. Name it.
You're a loyal man. I need your loyalty, Scoops. I have a plan. A plan to do what you've always wanted to do. A plan to protect the realm. I need men like you.
Doc, you're asking for something you already had.
I'm glad to hear it, my friend.
And he takes your hand, and with all the affection in the world, shakes your hand solidly.
Steven returns the gesture.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Maybe we cut away from this scene. Is that good? You guys like that? I like. That's a
Absolutely.
good
Thank you, Alex. That was great.
Thank you. Yeah, it was fun. Hopefully it didn't seem forced. You guys were like, what? Why did he deny the Revivify? What is going on?
No.
Yeah,
I mean, that was my reaction.
I was about to say, gentle repose, as written, if says it effectively extends the time that spells like Raise Dead, which I would include Revivify, and that would happen. And since Bree cast it on him within a minute of his death, I would argue that Revivify would work. So
Yeah.
No, yeah, it probably
didn't-
would have. I just prepared that thing about the blood dimension, and I didn't want it to go to waste.
Yeah.
So I was like,
okay, well that's still cool. You can still use that. Just
to answer your
it could be
question,
that the diamond wasn't valuable enough or something. Could be.
to answer your question, it did seem forced, but in retrospect, I'm glad you forced it.
Wow.
it seemed forced at first, but then you say
No,
Yeah.
and don't
Like-
think I'm saying that in a negative way. Like,
No,
you're
I
the
know.
DM. It's your job to force things.
Clay, don't you take away my first patron.
your first patron.
You mean your
my
first
patron.
patronee?
Yeah,
Yeah.
patron.
Oh, you're the patron.
Wait, there has to be a better word for that.
Patronee.
You are the patron.
Yeah,
My first loyal subject.
Loyal
Yeah,
subject.
the subject. You're a subject.
Yeah.
He's your subject.
Yeah,
This
now
is-
he's gonna start charging you gold for every spell you try to cast.
This is what gets your addiction to lichdom. You're like, I can have people follow me, but if I can just steal all
Yeah.
of their energy, then
I feel like we're seeing like the start of what like the next adventuring party is gonna have to take care of. Like Lazarus
for
is
real.
gonna grow into this like evil overlord dictator, and like the next generation of adventuring parties is gonna have to try and like take you down.
I have plans, Steven. If the next campaign takes after, I'll connect them.
awesome.
I'm keeping this train going.
Yeah.
To God.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Okay. So just I want to jump back to flight, but that's a more significant thing. Let's get Bree into the group.
Yeah,
So Bree,
let's do Bree first.
You come back on the spaceship. You land I mean, where are you going? You going to Dr. Lazarus's house?
Yeah, going back to Dr. Lazarus's house.
Going back to Dr. Laz's. Okay, great. You guys go back to Dr. Lazarus's house. Vorin, I guess, comes with you. So does Dredavex. Both of you come in. Bree steps in first. You see Bree standing there. Do you say anything, Bree? Scoops is now awake.
She'll go up and give Scoops a hug. And probably start crying a little bit.
Yeah, Scoops will return the hug. Can't cry, but I a bit of flavor for you. As you hug him, you don't feel a heartbeat.
She's gonna take that in, and she's gonna step back and like wipe the tears from her face, and be like, "I'm so happy you're back. I'm sorry I couldn't get to you in time. That was really hard to see."
I'm still here. You have nothing to apologize for. Even if I didn't come back, you all did your best. And I've always trusted you to do your best and do what's right.
It means a lot to hear that, but I'm sorry. You died almost exactly how I did before I came back.
I guess that just means we have more in common.
Yeah, I'm glad you got a second chance too. Speaking of, she kind of like perks up again. Speaking of second
Steps out of the way.
chances,
Drum roll, please. Vorin says. He steps out, and Vorin's like, announcing the new and improved Dredavex! And Dredavex steps out from behind Bree, almost maybe blending in somewhat. Like there's greenish, he's got like green leaf pants, big old beard, and it looks like he's been reformed into a forest gnome. Dredavex is now a small forest gnome standing next
Same size. I love that.
You know, maybe his beard.
Yeah, can we like flavor him a little bit? Yeah, can we like flavor it like he has like, since he's a forest gnome, he has like some mushrooms like sprouting from his beard and stuff in his hair as well. Like some of my magic got in there.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
cool.
his beard is actually dreadlocks, and it looks like his tentacle face. But
that's what I was saying. Yeah, he did something to his beard to make his tentacle, like to make it familiar. He's kind of fiddling with those,
twisting him up with mushroom spores. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, I'm back.
He's back.
Woo!
Why?
Yes, back.
Back again.
Yeah, exactly. You get it.
Yeah. Well, I think we should probably have a more serious discussion about you two staying here at this point, especially given Dredavex's new form.
Mm.
Might be a little bit hard for you to go back to where you're from now. I don't know if you have gnomes there, especially forest gnomes.
Well, we were. Wait. Are they already gnomes? Yeah, they're gnome ceremonies.
Yeah, they're gnome ceremonies.
Yeah, they're gnome ceremonies.
So
It's
he's
essentially like
back
I just
into
put
his
his
original
body.
form. Oh man.
Yeah, that's actually, it's deeper. It's deeper than that. I'm like, I mean,
That's awesome. Well, I
mean, you're a gnome again.
But I probably can't fit in with the other ceremorphs anymore. But I have the choice, you know. I can go get me another worm if I want. And
yeah, don't do that.
Something pleasant.
I'll handle.
I think you. I think you
Go ahead.
look a lot less creepy this way.
Hey, says Vorin.
Hey, be nice.
Vorin is still there.
Says the person without a face.
I try to forget.
Says yeah.
Have I been able to do a rough like examination on Scoops? Like, do I know his heart doesn't
No,
beat as
take a
small?
short rest.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I guess you probably noticed that during the surgery, I'd say. During the spell, you noticed that.
Yeah, and
kind of
Breeze
thing,
probably
so-
exchanged a glance with Lazarus, being like,
There was Stephen will like outright look at you and go, "There have been some unforeseen side effects. Your way may have been the less costly way after all."
well, it's done now, so there's no use crying over spilt milk.
He's alive, technically. But what's keeping him running is that gem in his chest. I'm imagining it
And
may
you.
glow a little bit through the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I like that too.
If anything happens to me, within 3 from the tests I've done, when my magic is separated from my form for an excessive period of time, cut off like in a lead box. Ooh, that may be a weakness. It fades within 3 days. So once I fall, within 3 days of that, soul scoops.
So I just can't let you die.
And you're
That's fine, I
already
can
an
work
old
with
man.
that.
No offense.
There are ways around that.
Yeah, if anything happened to you, Doc, we'd take care of you like you took care of me.
I hope
If
so.
I made you into one of my zombies after you died, would that... No, because their magic would still be gone.
Yeah.
Scoops flinches when you say zombie.
So you're like cold to the touch and everything, aren't you?
Well, yeah, a little bit. I'd say around the device is warmer than anything, but definitely at the extremities, it gets a little chilly.
Any
Can I... No, go ahead.
Is there any decomp on him? Like, does he have that like corpse smell?
There shouldn't be with
Too
gentle
soon, I
repose.
reckon. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, especially with gentle repose, there would be nothing.
Could someone cast Control and Dead on you at this point?
Good question.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Who knows?
Okay.
Okay. Are you guys done in this scene? Should we jump over to Flight? Or you want to take a quick break and then start with Flight?
Yeah, I
Sounds
think
great.
a break sounds good.
Yeah.
20 minutes nap.
My mom brought me food
Oh, nice.
not too long ago, so
Yeah, we saw her give you a little kiss on the head.
Oh,
yeah.
what a sweet
Yeah, my mom's great. I love her.
Heck yeah.
All right, we'll be back in a minute.
Mm-hmm. Still here.
Cool.
Doesn't look like anybody else is back yet, but unless Dr. Lazarus still has his lens cap on, and I'm just not seeing him.
Oh, that's funny with the back.
Doesn't look like it.
You can't tell if.
Yeah.
he's got
Yeah,
it
exactly.
or not. That's funny. Okay. Let me plot here. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a thing too.
Everybody,
Hello.
baby dog. Baby dog.
Pupper.
Husky.
That's not. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a puppy.
This is Puppy.
Oh,
I
so
wouldn't go
cute.
Puppy. He's facing the other way. I can't turn him.
This is a different puppy,
No,
right?
there we go. Oh,
Husky or Malamute?
Husky,
Nice.
Husky
Husky
German Shepherd mix. Yep.
Yeah.
I had one of those growing up. We thought she was a Husky German Shepherd mix anyway. She was a shelter animal, so. But she had like similar kind of coloring. She had like German Shepherd coloring, but like husky, like fur length and the curly tail and the one blue eye and one brown eye and stuff like that.
Oh, heterochromia, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we were pretty sure she was a Husky GSD mix of some sort with probably some other stuff thrown in.
Neato.
Okay,
Yeah. Jess is starting a pack because this is her third dog. Well, our third dog.
Don't you
Yeah.
have like a pit bull or something?
We have a bully pit and a pinto mix, I think Bella is. Go down, buddy.
I love Pibbles. I need pictures of all of your dogs.
I will do that. I think I definitely have one. Go see Mama.
How are they getting along?
He annoys them, and Bella sometimes growls at him.
Yeah, that's typical puppy.
But-
Especially for Huskies.
But he is super energetic, and they are both old ladies. So
Oh.
that is that. But he is good. He is good puppers. I've had the door mainly closed, so he's been in the other room.
I'm happy to just have puppy interruptions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Doggos was great.
Hell yeah. Well, I guess we're all here, so let's start talking about what is going. Okay, yeah, we're back to Flight. Flight has just jumped off the roof of this building, and the team
Close the door. Yeah.
Close the door. It's shut, and these two men are standing in the alley in front of you. What's the big idea here?
Flight just kind of lowers his hand from the door, kind of widens his stance, and kind of gives them a challenging look. You tell me.
What do you mean? How do you even? Are you with the guard?
This is our home.
Who are you with? Are you with the church?
I don't think I'm the one asking. I don't think you're the ones asking questions here. And Flight will draw the drow short sword.
Okay, you pull out the short sword. Calm down here. Okay, look. We don't mean any harm. We're just trying to run a business here. I don't know why you didn't just come in. Or are you working? Look, if you're working with the church.
Most businesses don't require passwords.
Yeah, well, they do when there's.
When there's what?
When there's a whole church trying to stop you.
The Flight just kind of cocks an eyebrow. He'll kind of relax his stance a little bit. He still has the short sword out. Go on.
Give me another history check.
History check.
God.
Oh.
Truly, just the dice
4
have a story to tell today for Flight.
You have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, you have no idea why these guys are being jerks, or what.
Yep. So yeah, just but yeah, Flight will kind of ease up his posture, but he still has the short sword out and he's still kind of staring him down. Go on.
Honestly, shocked they haven't attacked you yet.
I mean, you know what? You pulled out your sword. They pull out their swords.
The guy behind him is still paralyzed.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
He's cast hold
You're
person
right.
on one
The
of them.
tiefling is
He's on a
paralyzed.
sword on them. Like, I'm shocked they're talking.
Okay, so the guy who runs out and was like snapping in the tiefling's face, he pulls a sword out, but the other guy's still standing there. He gets in between you and his, I guess, bossish type of guy.
If I like what you have to say, I might let him go.
Okay. Give me an intimidation.
17.
17.
Yep.
Look, we don't answer to you. Okay. Look, aren't you one of those? Yeah, you're one of those Omen seekers, aren't you? Okay. Well, you're trying to stop the winter. All right. Why are you freezing my butt?
And I don't appreciate the and as much as I'm good at cloak and dagger shit, I don't particularly appreciate it.
I don't know why you came. What? Okay. Look, we're on this. I think we're on the same. We're not on opposing sides. All right. You don't want the winter
Remains to be
here.
seen.
We don't want the Church of Arl in town. Look, it's just a speakeasy, all right? It's just a small little place. 10 Towns is out of alcohol. We're just trying to monopolize on that. Now unfreeze my boss before things get rough.
Flight will he'll reach in and try and open the door again. I'm guessing it remained unlatched since that guy wasn't able to actually close it.
There's no handle on the outside.
Yeah, there's no handle on the outside.
You just
I think
locked
they
everyone
shut it.
out.
Probably latched. They probably, yeah. I think you locked
An
everybody
auto
out.
latch thing.
Okay. All right.
The slot's still open, but
Very well, but you let me in without a password, and he'll sheath the short sword.
And unclench the wind.
Yep, and he'll stop concentration on hold person.
okay.
I imagine Light has to clench his butt cheeks to clench the wind, so he relaxes his butt cheeks.
Yeah, maybe.
I was also thinking the same thing. I'm glad you said it.
Well,
Yeah.
the tiefling who had been clenching his butt, or maybe you make other people clench their butt cheeks with the hold person.
That's it.
This is not
absolutely.
canon at all, but let's go. But go
It's
on.
like paralyzed because his butt is so clenched.
He's so
Yeah.
clenched he can't talk. His butt is so clenched. And this guy's gonna be constipated for days. All right, I'm done with that. He's.
Please do be yes.
Flight, what are you doing here? Yeah, look. Hang on, we're on. I don't know if we can trust him, but he's not trying to take down the speakeasy. Fine. Just let him in. It's fine. Let him in. And I guess. Well, how we fuck? They just start pounding on the door until someone comes and answers the door again, and they're like, "Password." And he's like, "It's me. It's Scaff. Let us in."
Oh, that's the password.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, boss, captain. And they unlock the door. They let them back in. How did you guys let this happen? Oh my gosh. Okay, everyone, come.
Hi.
Come inside. Oh, you.
Captain?
We're letting him in?
Is that the pirate
Yes,
captain?
you are. If you know what's good for you, yes.
Look, put your sword away, all right? Don't threaten people down here.
I
don't want you
did.
scaring away the
Flight did. Flight sheathed it. It's away.
Okay,
You
good.
did.
I didn't see. All right. All right, come on. Come inside. And then, yeah, you're led down a stairway into, like, a basement where it looks like it's a bustling bar going on. A lot of the townsfolk, none of them are in blue robes. And they're all drinking, clinking glasses. It smells like brie down there. And they're all hanging out. I hope you brought
There's
some
a
money.
jangly piano being played in the corner.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I'm gonna have to like ask for some shares of their stock as my contribution to
Right.
since I contributed to this in some way. I feel like I should be getting a percentage of what they're making.
You most definitely should. At least half. Or some sort of founder's share or something.
Mm-hmm. It's okay when I get
Yeah,
there.
but Flight kind of walks around the bar, taking note of the people here. Anybody he recognizes?
Yeah. Immediately. Trovis is there. Drunk.
All right.
Fell off the wagon.
Well, given what's likely going on topside, that might not might not entirely blame him for that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Flight's just gonna kind of heave kind of a resigned sigh, and he's gonna go up to Trovis. He's gonna kind of pat him on the shoulder.
Just leave me alone.
And why would I want to do that? And he'll go over and lean up against the bar.
As soon as he hears your voice, like, 'cause he's not looking away, he's just looking into his glass. He's kind of stirring his finger around in his beer. But he hears your voice and kind of turns and looks at you. His eyes are like wobbly. He's so drunk. Roy, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm trying to forget. Trying to forget me. Ugh. Well, how was the? Are you sure
We
you
got
want
him
to
out.
talk to me?
Of course I want to talk to you.
How did things go at the prison?
We got him out. He's fine.
That's good. Did you guys talk?
A little. We'll talk. We can talk, but there's more important things to be doing right now, I think.
Okay. Yeah. There's a lot going on.
And now that I'm here to help, you should be as well.
I'd like to, Flight. I just don't know if I got it in me to. This is
Trovis, look at me. Look at me. You are the best of the speakers out there. You are the most trustworthy out of any of them.
Yeah.
Maybe not the most influential, but you're the best. But there is no one better on that council than you.
Thank you, Flight. I've tried.
So, with that in mind, stop making them think that you're not. And he'll he'll push the drink away from him.
Flight, you don't understand. We should talk.
Yes, we should.
I should have told you sooner. I should have said something back at the North Look. This is so fucking hard. You know how I said you remind me of my ex?
You said they were a tabaxi.
Yeah. Flight. Me and your father used to have a thing. And it wasn't. That's funny.
Is that?
Finally, did you not? Did you not this entire time?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god!
No, and this isn't me laughing. This is actually Flight laughing as well.
Okay.
Oh man.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, this is complicated, Flight. What?
I can guarantee you right. Let me here. Sit down. I can guarantee you right now, this was not complicated for him.
What? What do you mean? He was married. It was a whole affair. I had to go down the.
So was my mother, and now she she was. Let's say. My mother was also married, and she hooked up with Bree's father.
Wow, we've got some sort of love shape.
Love square.
Here. Yeah, some sort of love dodecahedron right here. This is 3D. It's some sort of what is the fucking name? What are those solids called? It's some sort of platonic solid of love. Okay.
Rhombus?
No, like all the dice are platonic solid shapes.
Oh, cool.
But
yeah, I don't. The only one I know is dodecahedron. I don't know. I don't know the names of any of the other ones.
Icosagon is 20-sided.
I thought I could have swore that this was gonna. Like, I guess he hugs you and how okay you're dealing with this. I just I don't know. I still care about him, but he got sent to prison, and of course you said he's not guilty. I had to deal with that on my own time, but he's gonna have an opinion, I guess. I mean, but with his style, I guess we'll just have to talk. It's good that he's okay.
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay. Well, fuck. That's what my drinking was all about. If you don't even give a shit, then fuck it. You're right. I am one of the best speakers. This town's gonna fall without me. I gotta stop drinking.
I wouldn't go that far, but it definitely would be lesser without you.
Thank you. Well, it
might fall with us. In fact, it might fall with us. We have yet to see.
Well, that just goes.
Provis, you're pretty great.
Don't just. I made the mistake of getting all in my head before actually having the conversation, and shoot, this could have been a lot better for me had I just spoke up. Thank you.
It's all right.
Thanks for understanding.
It's all right. It's
weird.
It's not. It's not like I said. It's not complicated, but it is strange. I'll be the first to admit that.
Yeah, I mean, everybody frowned upon. Like, you saw the looks they were shooting at me when we were. The town is gonna think I'm a tabaxi chaser. I said that. All right, whatever. Well, shoot.
Hey, I'm the one that started it. If they're gonna give anybody dirty looks, it better be me.
You're so understanding. Oh, I'm lucky. Okay. Whoa. Well. Okay. How did you find this place? Second. What? This is supposed to be secret.
I have an ear and an eye for strange details, and this one seemed particularly anomalous, especially with what's going on upstairs.
Yeah.
Didn't expect to find you here, but something fishy. I knew something fishy was going on here, and given the circumstances and gravitas of things that are to come, we can't afford for things like this to be getting in the way. So, but it seems to be innocent enough, especially considering that Oral's lackeys seem to be running the streets.
Yeah, they don't seem to. I mean, look, the town doesn't necessarily care. I mean, obviously, it's not like there's prohibition or anything. It's been instigated by the church. They don't appreciate people fuzzying their mind, I guess. I don't get it. Half the town is converted to Arlism. I used to drink at the other one until it blew up. But
It blew up? What happened?
I mean, it blew up. That's all we really know. But I have this hunch that it's the church. They found out.
Wait, where blew up?
The other
Oh, the speakeasy?
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
Had better chairs. Comfier. But whatever, that's in the past. Well, let's
Before anything else, just to run a confirmation. Mind using your breath weapon real quick?
That would be funny to have it not work and this be a doppelganger the whole time. Let's. I mean, I don't want to. I don't think I should blow in here, but let's go outside.
We'll go outside.
Yeah. He goes outside. He blows his breath. He proves that it's him. He gives you a hug like immediately after that.
And he feels his clothes get warmer.
Oh. Hell yeah!
As that is flight's and that is flight's sign, because doppelganger would not be able to mimic that either.
Gotcha. Hell yeah! All right. What's the plan? I know we're getting ready for this freaking battle. I'm scared shitless, but what are your plans? What did you find? Where you've been gone for like a 10-day?
Yeah, we have.
Can we go somewhere private?
Yeah, let's go to Dr. L's house.
All right. And Flight returns to Dr. L's house with everyone, with Trovis coming. Let's activate Dr. L's house again. Let's plop you in there. Put Bree inside.
Door's still locked.
Oh, the door's locked?
Door's locked.
Oh, the door's... Yeah, you're right. You locked it on the way.
Knock.
So you guys are at the
You
front
have to
door.
knock.
Well,
Because Steven hasn't been a...
Steve, she probably had to knock and Steven let her in.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Steven hasn't said a word to you, Flight, since our last conversation.
Oh yeah, Flight's fully aware.
Locking the door so he can have that conversation. You have to knock on the door to talk to him.
All right. Flight has Trovis in tow, and he comes up and knocks on the door.
Steven goes to the door and unlatches it. Hello, Flight.
Evening. And Trovis is standing next to him.
Where seems to be your Trovis? Where seems to be your troop of owlbears?
Your troop of owlbears.
Secluded, safe.
Flight. What you did was reckless, but it's what you did after that was upsetting. Those things killed Scoops. He's alive, by the way. I was able to bring him back. Well, he hasn't been here. What the hell was going in your mind? Do you think these owlbears, that any of what happened was a good idea? You seem so uncaring. Everybody makes mistakes, yes, but you seem uncaring.
I'm hardly uncaring.
Your expression says otherwise.
Flight just kind of takes a deep sigh. I just figured it was our best chance to get past them.
Scoops will stick his head into the hallway and say, Doc, why don't you let him in? Let's have this conversation in the warmth. You're letting a draft in.
And Steven gets out of Flight's way to let Trovis and Flight in.
What is this moon with the Z's icon? I do not know what that is.
Oh, it's a rested effect that counts down, so I can track how long it's been since you slept.
Oh, okay,
interesting.
cool. Neat. I was unaware.
I just added it like last time, so brand new.
Cool. I was just wondering.
We wait for you to enter the next room.
Flight invites Trovis in.
What'd you say, Bree?
Bree waits for Flight to get into the next room before she follows them in.
Mm-hmm. And Flight steps to the door and invites Trovis in.
Bree glares at you.
Ah, Doctor, this is a nice house. Is this one of the original builds? This is a
I
tour.
had bought it off of one of the first people that ever lived in Bryn Shander when I came.
Oh, shoot. Oh, this is crazy. This architecture is nuts.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you again, Trovis.
Hey, good to see you too. Good to see all you guys. I was really in a rut, and I mean flight talked, and I don't really need to get into it, but I'm feeling better now, so it's good to see you.
Flight kind of gives a pleasant smile to Trovis as he says that.
It'll be good.
What?
So it'll be good to get some insight into the city. That's what happened since we've left.
Oh yeah, I've been around. I mean, look, I only really have a good memory of the first part.
Well, so save it till we're all together. Come on.
Okay.
Are you going? Are you staying in the room, Bree, or are you following us?
I'm
into
waiting
the
for
next
Flight to go in.
Flight walks past and steps in.
Sees the gnome for the first time.
Good of X, I imagine.
Has Trovis seen them? Maybe not.
No,
I don't think he has.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, Trovis as well, yeah.
I knew you guys were one to adopt just almost anybody, but you got a mummy, you got a witch, you got a dirt guard.
Oh, where's Xenophon?
I've been here the whole time. I've been here the whole time.
Of course, yeah.
He's been completely disguised as Scoops just to make everybody feel a little bit better.
Yeah,
As
I was thinking that originally.
Paul.
Like as
Yeah.
he was dead, he's like, "Hey guys, I'm still here."
Mm.
But everyone was super sad and he immediately stopped.
It just made people more uncomfortable and like him less.
I'm over here. I've been throwing logs on the fire, just staying out of it. But I'm here.
Good job.
I'm gonna heal a little bit.
Looking at the mummy.
That is actually the first time Flight has actually complimented Seraphon, and it's not just like an offhanded "good job."
Aww. That's what he said. He's
Going up to it.
I guess he just makes eye contact with Scoops, looks at Flight, looks back at Scoops like, thumbs up. All right.
Could I use my ring to get my third level spell slot back?
Sure. Definitely.
Cast fireball. Now that you're all here,
I can survive this. You can't.
And now that you're all in the same room, boom!
Yeah.
I grab all of their
Anyway.
souls. That's how it's gonna end. He's just gonna
Long
kill
live
all of
all.
their souls.
yeah.
I think Flight would completely be unscathed, but he'd be the only one.
Yeah, probably.
Because of evasion. Because Steven
Evasion,
did
yeah.
not dodge that. Steven would blow himself up.
yeah, he would.
I think I might actually be okay too.
You
if
have
I
a-
use
you are-
Investigate
Well, yeah, with your
Flame.
temp HP thing, yeah.
Yeah, and also
Oh, and
Investigate
Investigator Flame, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
All the fireballs.
I'd be dead
All
again.
fireballs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would. Oh boy.
Oh, man.
Anywho, back to the.
Anyway, we're all in here.
Yeah, you're all
Yeah.
in the room. Dave opens the door and then shuts the door. He's gonna stay in the kitchen.
Good, Dave. Good. Stay in the fucking kitchen.
He's petting your cat though.
What we do?
I'm fine with this. I can accept this.
So you guys are all sitting around in the living room here, and Trovis is hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys doing?
It's good to have a speaker here on like counseling with us because we got some plans to lay out.
We also don't need to roleplay it, but I'll introduce myself to Trovis and let him know who I was before and who I am now.
Ah.
Just so there's no confusion.
I thought I was so drunk I couldn't see your face correctly. But that clears it up. I'm a little bit sober than
I still have that lesser restoration charge. I just realized. Flight's gonna like pat him on the shoulder, and he's gonna cast lesser restoration, removing poison.
Oh hell yeah, he's immediately sober. His eyes are not red anymore. Although, hang on, we never touched on the fact that your charms expired.
What did you need
Did
just
they?
to remind you about that?
Just to.
I don't think you ever said when or even if they expired.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing that in the description anyway. I just
Didn't
said
we
that
have
there were
24
charges to
hours?
them.
For friends, I had
It was
24 hours to use it.
Oh, you mean the cantrips, right?
Yeah. What, were you saying something? Doc?
So
That's the fruit power. He's talking about pear power.
Yeah. Yeah, the lesser restoration I had was from the pear.
Oh, okay. Well, either way.
Minor illusion was the thing I had from the chalice.
okay, so we still have pair powers, but we don't have
No
the
chalice
chalice
power.
powers.
Yeah, that specified
I'll-
I think was only lasted 24 hours.
Okay,
You
I'll
may not have
remove
the pair
those
powers
from
in
there.
here.
Well, specifically what I have for the pair powers is once used, this charm vanishes from you, so it
Oh.
seems to not have.
Well, there.
That's true. Yeah, if it's
Okay.
Yeah, well, whereas
Um,
mine had charges as well, but it had I think it had 6 charges. It expends 4 for greater restoration, and then 2 for lesser restoration. I cast greater restoration on the lady with the crown, and then I just used the last 2 charges on lesser restoration here. So that is now gone.
All right.
Okay. Do you want me to remove those cantrips I got from?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll remove mine as well.
So we still have the pear power, right?
You still have the pair powers
If you haven't used
as long
it,
as you
yeah.
haven't used them and activated.
Lightning.
There's not a time limit, I guess, on those. But the chalice charms are expiring after 24 hours, which I guess it's been.
I think that's passed since we've drunk that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, by a lot,
It'll be pretty close.
Remind me.
I think.
Let's go around the table. Ando, which charm did you get?
Friends.
Okay. Okay. Aw. Okay. Well,
What?
I'm saying because I could have done something a little bit differently.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Okay.
I
let's
also
just-
died, so that might be wiped away completely, whatever this consequence is.
True.
Let's still
Also,
use
it's tied
still
to
the
his
idea
soul.
of you.
Sure.
Essentially,
Sure,
let's
go
jump
on.
back. The scene
What do I
where
get?
Dr. Lazarus was talking to Devesta Shane. Wipe all negative commentary about Ando out of that conversation. She actually is fine with him.
What? Oh boy.
When this charm vanishes from you, one NPC who doesn't like you now thinks better of you.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe
cool.
the conversation was the fulcrum, and she's now thinking better of me.
Neat.
Yeah.
Bree, which charm did you have?
Both I and Bree ship it. Okay, so I already deleted them. I can't remember which one was my charm. I think Vicious Mockery might have been a pair, so it needs to be added back. And then Dancing Lights, I think was. No, I think it might have been the other one.
Yeah,
Okay,
because you were talking like it's kind of useless, and we
right,
said like you can make it into a humanoid shape.
right.
It
Dancing
depends.
Lights
It depends. Its usefulness is it can vary.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Okay.
If you don't have dark vision, it's actually really good.
We'll come back to you.
Oh God!
I used that in the cat haunting incident.
Oh no.
Dr. Lazarus, what did you have?
I had True Strike.
True Strike. Yeah, that one's alright too.
Strike true.
Then Flight had minor illusion.
You gain inspiration. I just added it to your sheet.
Oh,
To
No,
Dr.
sorry.
Lazarus?
Dr. Lazarus got inspiration.
Okay.
Flight, which one did you have?
Minor illusion.
Minor illusion. Okay. I guess starting now, when this charm vanishes from you, illusory music accompanies you for the next 24 hours. It can be heard up to a range of 60 feet, so no more stealthing.
Okay. So yeah, just some strange odd mood music starts playing throughout the room. It's like
just elevator music.
They have a.
I like to imagine the last scene.
He goes over to the window, looks over at the north. Look, they having a party over there? What the hell?
Yeah.
I like to imagine the last scene. There was like Mission Impossible theme was playing during the stealth bit, and then like a really like beautiful dramatic piece was playing during their conversation. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're also confused, looking around where this came from. Now, I apologize, you guys. It's what it says, but
It is what it is.
I'm concerned. Is this
Yeah.
mine?
You're the last one.
What more can you do to me? I've lost an eye. I have PTSD flashbacks now.
I know.
Oh no.
So
What more, Alex?
when this charm, I gotta read through these. I wonder if this is the only shitty one, but when this charm vanishes from you, sparks explode all around you. These sparks deal 2d4 lightning damage to each creature within 20 feet of you. So everyone in the room just gets wow, fires all over the place. Everyone takes 2 damage.
Okay, minimum damage at least.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, guys. It must be the static
No more
electricity.
double jokes.
Flight's. You see, Flight's fur just like looks a little bit poofier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just to clarify some things that it technically Ample's curse is gone, and I didn't handle it. I forgot half of the time, but the fact that you died kind of aligns up with it. Everyone who attacks you had advantage because of the script that you wrote or you read.
That makes complete sense.
But I was forgetting half the time.
So that was the martyr thing?
That was the having read the script from the desk that you unlocked.
Right.
So am I the only one who's still cursed?
Technically, yeah. Yours isn't as bad as
Oh,
everyone's, but
yeah.
I remember.
I don't think Flight was cursed. I think he succeeded on the save against it.
Yeah. He was the only one not cursed. Yeah. When I was watching back the recent uploads, you said something about me having the enemies having advantage on me, and I was like, oh, why is that? Because I'm prone or something like that. And you're like, yeah, because you're prone. That makes complete sense now.
Yeah, I think I only remembered like half the time, but still.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, so that's gone. Sorry to interrupt.
So
over there. So like just randomly
cool.
mid-conversation, Breeze explosion goes off and everyone takes a bunch of damage. What the heck?
Sorry. Electricity.
Thomas dives to the ground because he was there for the explosion before. What'd you say, Bree?
It's just static electricity. I'm sorry. I just I forgot to touch the doorknob on my way in.
Static electricity. What the heck? What is that? Wizard talk?
Don't worry about it.
Is Halligan here? Because I feel the sparks flying.
Actually, yes. Doc, do you mind if I go after Halligan?
By all means, I sent somebody going to look for him already, Big Jason.
Send Big Jason out.
Think I could catch up to him in the Nautiloid?
Wait, who?
Criminal I met in the jail cell. The one I paid. The one I paid to kill Dazan. Oh, and Dazan's still alive. That look at Scoop.
Oh.
The whole not killing him thing is going to come back to bite me in the ass.
Uh-huh.
We'll take care of him, Doc. I'm sure we'll see him again.
In the background.
Hey, taking the Nautiloid, you should be able to make it.
Okay, as a behind-the-scenes kind of thing, I rolled a d20, and between staying here and going after Halligan, and I'm going after Halligan as per my curse.
Okay.
So now that she has permission, she's gonna go.
God.
Can I take the big
Wait,
guy with
Bree,
me?
we should. You should stay. You should be here for this. We need to talk about what to do next.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
sure
like-
you can figure it out without me, and I'm not entirely sure that I'm in the right mindset to talk with Flight at this point in time. So
Fair
I
enough.
might excuse myself from this scenario. Do you mind if I take the robot with me?
By all means. I think Xanar has had the necklace, right?
Oh, the Shield Guardians
Yeah.
pendant thing. Yeah.
Has
Mhm.
had the neck. Oh, yeah, I think so. I think that's right.
So it could protect
Like
him.
hanging up on the key rack.
I hand it to Bree.
Okay, cool. Do I need to attune to that, Alex?
Yeah.
How long
Oh,
is the attunement again?
Short rest.
Short rest? Okay, well,
Mhm.
I can do that on the Nautiloid. So she starts attuning to it.
So you start booking it outside, although before you get there, you guys see somebody. You hear some noise outside, some talking, and you see someone heading up the front steps towards the front door.
Can I
Big,
look through the
like a
window?
coat, face covered, frills all around, fuzz, I guess. Just
Kenny?
a big old coat, like mainly hide.
Mainly hide. Is
I
it
don't know what this
big?
is above game, but Flight's just kind of looking like that. Who's that?
What did you say, Bree?
Is what size are they? Are they large or are they like
They're pretty big.
are they?
They're
Does it look like Halligan?
it. You can't see the face. It looks like some
I
of
opened
the
the door.
clothes that his group would wear. And standing in front of you is a Goliath.
Oh.
His second in command.
Hey.
Yeah.
Is this the doctor's house?
Yeah. Are you from Halligan's tribe?
Yeah.
Where is he?
Well, can I come in?
Where is he?
Can I?
Can I come?
It's a long story. Am I? Can
He
we speak
dead?
privately? I don't know. Okay. Well, you guys.
Okay, well, Dr. Lazarus is in here. Come in here.
Oh,
You should hear this
perfect. He'll
too.
remember. Doctor, remember how you told Halligan the next time the Frost Maiden showed up to just deny anything, just don't help her whatsoever? Well, she wasn't very happy about that. We were going across the tundra. We were going to the goblin camp. We got the goblins. They were a little bit further behind, but then the Frost Maiden sent someone to test one of her minions again. They've been testing people more and more often these days. I guess just to let them into the... I don't know. But, heeding your advice, Halligan said, no, you're cut off. I'm not helping you anymore. And, of course, She captured all of us. Everyone within 100-foot radius was frozen in place and teleported to her island. I was able to escape. But
Can I insight him? I'm
Yeah.
gonna insight him.
Me too, please.
Flight is also going to do that.
Oh.
26.
26 for Flight.
I told my kid was kidnapped. I'm not thinking.
Yeah. Bree also didn't do too great. She's yeah.
All right. So I'm struggling here because that did happen, but then as soon as he was talking, I was like, how does he know where they're at? Unless he went. And then I was like, well, he must have escaped.
Yeah,
But then
why
that's-
don't you say that? Like,
Yeah, that makes
Halligan
sense.
like did a escape attempt and only she got out. Only they got out.
He was
Okay.
left to send a message.
I know what happened.
Maybe?
He was captured. I befriended this big old walrus named Norsu. And I don't know. No one else got as close to Norsu as I got, and I was able to convince Norsu to help me get out. Norsu called on one of his aquatic friends, and I was able to ride an underwater ship out of there. Unfortunately, I couldn't get anybody else free, without alerting different followers of Aural who are all over the frickin' building, but I made it out alive.
That's amazing.
Well, yeah, Flight just kind of looks over at him. Yeah, you couldn't just make that up.
No, there's no way I could make that up. No one could make that up.
I mean, I can think of a few people who could, but you're not one of them.
No, only a god could make up something like that. All right, sorry.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Stroking my own ego. Okay.
Scoops takes note of this to add to the story of, this whole adventure. This is a very important detail. Norsu, the walrus.
Norsu.
So we're going to her island, and you know where it is, and you can take us to it, is what you're saying.
That's I mean, not in so many words, but that seems accurate.
Fantastic. Let's go.
Agreed.
We don't have time, Bree. We've got a day and
I was
a
about to
half
say.
before the storm hits here.
I
We
mean,
need to be
she's already
here.
taken over this town. Why would she still come here? Her church has taken over this town pretty much. Why would she still come
They
here?
have?
Not quite, actually.
The defenses are still up.
There are also still rebel elements within the city. I found Trovis at one of them.
What are the conditions that the prisoners are being kept in? Are they free to move? Is it like one big pen?
Yeah, I mean, she's holding them back behind in her in the
If she's holding them, that means she's not going to kill them. We have time.
I survived so long. We do have time. I mean, I don't know what. I don't get it. I mean, what we saw is a lot of her followers coming through and entering this room. I have a feeling that this is the room you gain access to once you become a member of the church. He's locked up in the deepest depths of the tower, bottom floor.
And we perhaps should spend our time investigating the church and see if we can find another way to the island.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know if I can summon that whale again.
It was a whale now.
The walrus.
Well, I talked to the walrus, and the walrus talked to his buddy, the whale, and the whale
Oh, right.
The walrus is on the island, and the whale is out in the water.
Are you a druid?
Huh?
Are you a druid?
No.
Insight check.
Whether he's a druid?
Talk to a walrus. I only know one person who can talk to animals.
21.
all
Is
of
he
you
a
are
druid?
animals.
Yep. Technically, we can all talk to several animals.
I mean, you know what? Maybe I'm
Yeah,
a druid and I
awakened
didn't know it, and my
animals.
powers are just activating right now. But it seemed like this walrus was kind of smart.
None of the animals I've ever talked to have spoken back, so...
What?
Well, I can think of at least one explanation for that.
Wait, are you... Has Ample never talked to Springsteen or Elkton?
No, he has.
Oh, that is true, actually, yeah. I've talked to animals before.
It's almost like half the animals you guys talk to have talked back.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking animals.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, no, I mean... look, I thought maybe I was dreaming, but... look, I'm here now. Unless this is just a long, elongated dream. Just as I'm frozen to death on the island, which... Wow, I just thought of that. Fuck.
No, you're here.
No, you're fine. I
That's
promise.
exactly what I would say to myself.
I'm gonna look at Ample and Flight. That's my son. She's holding my son.
And
Yes.
we're going to her. We just can't go now.
Nice. I agree. I think we stick to the plan.
I look at Dr. Lazarus and say, I want to go.
I do
Think
as
about
well.
it this way. She's sending a lot of her forces here. If we can deal a tremendous blow to her forces, she's going to be even weaker when we reach her.
It could be a trap. Draw us away.
Of course it's a trap.
draw us away and immediately Shander.
That's what I was
feel
thinking,
like
yes.
she might also use Halligan as a bargaining chip or as blackmail, or
If she knows he's your son.
He's
But she
alive.
I
might
would
not.
guess that she for sure knows.
She didn't know she didn't. When we met her at the Netheril City, she didn't know who we were.
Doc, you're the smartest person I know. Stop. Don't start listening to your heart now.
I think you're right. I think it's a trap. I think she has people. She has followers. There's no doubt by this time she knows, and by this time she most likely knows who he is. If we can deal enough damage to her forces here, she may try to use him as a bargaining chip. Maybe another moment to strike. Instead of walking into the proverbial lion or owl bear's den. And kind of like sneers at Flight when I say that.
The problem I see,
Flight just kind of admissively shrugs.
the biggest problem as I see it is we can't drop a meteor on her anymore.
Why?
Because
Because
Halligan's in
that
there.
was-
Halligan's in there.
Well, I'll kill my son.
Oh yeah.
No.
I'm not doing
Because-
that, no.
Yeah, we could
If-
always drop the meteor on it afterwards, but not immediately.
If her followers are able to teleport to the island, presumably there's a way to teleport away from the island. If we can get them out, then we can deal the death blow.
Fair enough. So, I mean, I guess that leaves us one of two options. I can either burn the whole cult down, or I can burn the whole cult down and then look for a way through. What are you guys' opinions on those two plans?
A third option, we join the cult.
Yeah, no.
We let them take us.
Look, he may have a point. I mean, no. Look, we're not joining the cult, but like I said, people who join the cult go through the trials and gain access into the room. Of course, I can lead you to the island if we want to try to stealth in the back way. She'll obviously see you come, and you'll be face to face with the maiden herself if you do her. I mean, I feel
Yeah,
bad
what else
for
is
the
new?
trials anyway, but
I think Scoops might be right. If we all can make it through, which, with the Omen Seekers, of course we can.
It's my favorite plan. Get captured.
Puts us toe to toe with her. I think we're strong enough at this point. If we end up toe to toe with this, we can end it. We can get back to Netheril, and we can access the Mythalar. This could solve everything.
Speaking of the Mythalar, do you have time to do something with that, build it before the battle?
Not within that time frame, no. That is impossible.
The battle. Their invasion is planned for, what, 2 days from now?
yeah.
We could stop the
Where's
invasion
that,
from ever happening.
Where's that device? The weather-changing device.
Saynar turns around in the chair with it like on his lap.
Stroking it like a
Petting
cat.
it like a cat is sitting there.
His whole goal in the world is to play that crap thing.
Yeah. I've kept it safe. No one will pry this from my dead hands.
Fair
My
enough.
deader hands. They'd have to pry it from my deadest hands.
Or your deader.
That's right.
Right.
I don't know. Language changes so much in hundreds of years.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's the word now.
Now that
I
I've
feel
seen,
like there's a rivalry between us now. They want to be the deadest thing in the room.
Yeah. What, Doc?
now that I've seen the Mythalar in person and gotten I take out the blueprints. How similar are the two devices?
I mean, they're pretty similar. There's the rings, the outer gyroscopic rings. There's the center that holds the power, and then there's the mechanism that kind of ties it all together and controls it. The Summer Star itself uses coal as the energy conduit in the center, although it seems like the Mythalar, I don't know, it's up in the air. You'd need something more powerful than that, some sort of substance.
Like the soul of a god.
Like the what?
Nothing. I don't want to stick. I don't want to give you. I don't want to give you ideas. It's the soul of God.
Whatever it was, it was powerful enough to make a tiny star in the center of the city.
Mm-hmm.
I do not believe I can make this in enough time. But we could stop the invasion if we can confront Al through her own church. It's possible.
Fine.
And as well, I have another idea. Dr. Lazarus, do you mind if I store everything that's in this bag here? And he holds up the bag of holding.
By all means.
Right, Flight will find like a good corner good corner of the room to turn the bag inside out and like just dump all of the contents out.
Also, and she turns to Dr. Lazarus, I feel like we're skipping over. A lot of stuff has happened. I feel like we've skipped over a very important conversation.
Ah, yes. Stephen literally turns and points to Flight. You being an asshole.
Yes.
Again.
I haven't heard any remorse or anything, so I don't know.
Allow me to ask you this, Fly. What are you doing here? Like, big picture. Your goal was to get your father out of prison. You've achieved that goal. Why are you still here?
Flight just kind of finishes emptying out the bag of holding and slings it back over his shoulder. Because of the things I found along the way.
Insight check.
Sure.
Like what things?
He looks over. He looks over.
There would have been.
He looks over at Tropus for one.
I am also attempting that one.
Oh, yeah. I think my emotions aren't coming through very well.
I'll have to look at that. Some adjustments.
What do you mean, the things you found?
Yeah, Bree's done with this ambiguous bullshit. She's not inciting it.
Well, Steven is like, what more or less, like, what are you putting value in? The things that you found along the way.
I think I finally found a place I want to stay.
I understand that.
I haven't had that in all of my life. A place I want to stay. I've had people I've wanted to be with, things I've wanted to keep with me, but never a place I wanted to keep myself. And now I think I do.
That's all well and good, Flight, but I think the more pressing question is here with us. You have a very, excuse the animal adaptation, but lone wolf aspect to you. You do things in a very... Hell, looks over Ample. This one damn near jumped down my hole and we all nearly tore his throat out for it. You roughly did the same thing.
I did.
And you show an error. Well, I've done this and this is what it is. Instead of, well, I've done this and... You got Ample killed, Flight. Though we were able to bring it back, it was no easy feat. You were directly responsible for the death of one of ours. And you showed...
Directly, huh?
Indirectly. Because of your actions, if Ample had gotten us killed, he'd get the same speech. He'd get the same comments. He'd get everything the same. It is not just going towards you, it's indirectly your actions caused die.
I think it's important to note that you seem to avoid accepting responsibility for things. You told me that I wasn't allowed to speak for 10 towns as a whole, and
None of
whether
us
you
are.
whether you dealt the death blow to me or not, we are taking responsibility for the entirety of 10 towns here. We have to. If we don't, who is? I'm not saying we need to decide every action for every person in this place, but we are ruffling the feathers of a god who could kill every single person in this region. And we need to accept that responsibility and accept that we are leading these people to their potential death through our actions.
I think the thing that needs to be emphasized here is that we need to work as a team. When one of us just decides to do something in a dangerous situation, when they could talk to the rest of the group, especially when it causes something like this, indirectly or directly, whatever, and there's no remorse shown after.
Who says there's no remorse?
Well, you haven't done or said anything, not directly
What is there to say or do that hasn't been done already?
You haven't done anything.
Anything.
The
Or
words
said
of an
anything.
apology are very powerful. They are actions that we take to show people we care about them.
Do you not feel responsible for Scoop's death?
Not even in
I'll be right
slightest?
back. It just started raining and I need to get my clothes in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fair.
Maybe I should hold off until he gets back then.
Yeah, for sure. Probably a good time to take
Just check in, Parker. We still good though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Just want to make sure.
I mean, Parker, you as a person realize that.
Flight is definitely at least partially responsible for what happened to Scoops, but he does also have some thoughts of his own on this. So
yeah. Well,
and this is the chance to hear them out. But real quick, while he's going, sorry, why am I still talking to Steven? While he's gone, I'm gonna be right back too.
Okay.
Well, the session is going a lot more smoothly than I imagined.
Yeah, I definitely expected some PvP this game between Flight and Lazarus. No, seriously, you do not know how close you were, Parker, to PvP.
I don't know how well that would go for either of us, because
no,
monks are an especially dangerous one-on-one.
No, but you realize that Bree would probably back Lazarus up on that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You were so close, man. So close.
Well, you guys are just scared for your lives, and it's just like, we don't need to be put into that.
Well,
but that's what this
I think we're scared
about,
for our friends, and I think we're scared for our friends, and we're scared that we're going to go into an even more dangerous situation fighting a god, and one person, either Scoops or Flight. I don't think Scoops at this point. I think he's learned his lesson, having it happen to him. But is gonna do something fuck everyone else over, because, your character thinks they have a good idea and they don't, communicate. Yeah.
Yeah, the stakes are raising.
The stakes are getting very high, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I get the conversation.
And, at the end of the day, it's just a game, right? But, yeah. For our characters.
Okay, Endo's back. I don't know if Tom still has his lens cap on.
Yeah, doesn't sound like he's back. He's not muted.
No, I'm
no.
Sorry about that. Okay. Puppy doing puppy things.
Ah.
Alright, so you're okay. Cool.
Yep.
All right. So what was last said? Is it on Flight to respond?
Yes.
Yeah. What was last said though? I kind of lost the thread for. I kind of lost the end of the thread there.
Had kind of. You were like,
asking for an apology. Dr.
what
Lazarus
more
asked-
can be done?
Yeah,
And we were like, you have not said or done anything to show remorse. So.
And Dr. Lazarus was talking about you being indirectly responsible for his death.
And asking if you felt any remorse at all.
That was
I basically
specifically-
called directly for an apology.
Yeah, and the direct thing Stephen had asked for was if you felt anything for it.
Of course I did. Of course I found it regrettable that he died. But also, and he actually looks over directly at Scoops. If I recall correctly, you were the one who separated yourself from the group in a den of owlbears.
Sure. I tried to avoid them as much as possible, and when they went after you, I made myself a target so they would split the pack and not swarm you. Yeah, I understand that. I understand my part of the responsibility, and I accept my part of the responsibility in what happened. If I was closer to the others, if we had time to coordinate our actions, I may have chosen to go north instead of south. I accept my part in that.
May
Do
I
you?
say something? Says Trovis.
Of course.
Please.
Look, I wasn't there, and it's hard to say. I may be biased. But, I mean, I ran with a gang for a while, and it's, Flight, as they're saying, it is important to be able to trust on one another and to predict each other's moves and to just work as a team. I think, but with that said, you guys, Flight has a big heart. We had some stuff, and he was able to overlook some big things. I don't know. I think Flight. I think maybe if the case was that, like I said, I wasn't there, guys. I don't know. I hate to see you guys at each other's throats like this.
We're not at each other's throats.
Yeah.
We're just
We
looking for
could
an
be,
apology for
but we're just
remorse.
talking.
We're talking.
Indeed.
Maybe he was able to have a conversation with you, but he has not had a conversation with us.
No, I know. I understand. I'm saying this conversation is definitely
And
called for.
as to what you have said, Flight, and I'll give you a chance to respond in a second about what Ample did. And I mean, he's accepted responsibility for separating himself from us, which was not a great thing to do. But that decision was in response to you not saying anything to us and walking and separating yourself and going into a group of owlbears by yourself when I had just barely healed you and you were still bloody from our previous fights, when we were all out of our magic energy, when we were all bruised and battered ourselves. You just walked into a group of 8 owlbears without telling us what you were doing. And he did not fire an arrow or make himself a target until you were in the thick of things. He was trying to help you.
Bree, continue.
No, I'm good. I'm done.
Oh, okay.
In contrast to when I jumped down that Ramaraz hole, we were being, something was coming our way, and we had to be quiet and had to make split decisions. But we were all standing at the mouth of that cave, and we had nowhere else to be. And you just told us to stay back, and you'll take care of it, and walk forward.
You were
there was no.
Yeah, I realize you can do some weird mystical bullshit with owlbears,
which is very cool.
Fine, which is very cool.
That being said.
But you walked into a group of 8 owlbears, and I need you to understand how stupid that was. When I had just barely healed you, and you were still bloody and cut up,
we were looking
and in
rough.
no shape to walk into a group of 8 owlbears and try to tame them.
Not to mention the dog,
which is why I wanted to handle that myself. We weren't in any state to deal with all of the owlbears at once, so I wanted to try and pacify them.
Yes, but I still had Pass Without Trace up. We could have snuck around them and gone onto the ship from the back. But you did not stop and think about that. No, you thought, I need to go into this group of owlbears and try to tame them.
That is how
All
it
of this
came off.
Yes.
All of this.
A, there's no guarantee that would have worked either. B,
No, but it
we're
was
not
a better
entirely
plan.
We're not entirely sure how long Vorin had
No,
either.
but it was a better plan than one of us who was still injured walking into a group of 8 owlbears by themselves.
You're still making justifications when all you need to do is apologize. It's as simple as that.
But he also needs to mean it and understand why he's apologizing.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't
and
mean
I don't
it, don't
believe
apologize.
that he does.
I'm not apologizing for what I did, but I do regret what happened to Scoops.
Flight, don't you think maybe there were other ways to handle it, or I mean,
Maybe, but that was the best thing I could think of.
Yes, but that was the best thing that you could think of, but we are a group. And the benefit of being in a group, especially when you have the time to do so, is to bounce ideas off of each other. What we could have done, Flight, is we could have tried to sneak around them, and if they caught wind of us, then you could have used your weird mystical owlbear bullshit.
Or you could have gone in while we actually had your back. We could have put ourselves in advantageous positions before you attempted what you tried to do.
You were in an advantageous position.
But you didn't talk to us.
You would have been
we were
torn
not.
to shreds.
I think
It's
they
the
just
same
want
thing
to have been communicated with, to be let in on the plan of action that
You seem to have this. You seem to have this need to be a hero, and I get that. I mean, we're not in this line of work to not be wanted, you know?
Everyone in this room is a hero. Yeah.
Yes, but you keep
I look at Xeraphon.
putting yourself in these situations where you think you know best, and you just go ahead and do whatever you want to do without talking to us. I am concerned that we are going to go fight a goddess, a full-fledged goddess, and you are going to do something, and we're all going to die.
Flight, I worry that they
Communication is key. Yeah.
I guess he kind of just whispers to you, like, under his breath. He kind of leans in and is like, whether you fully agree or not, it sounds like you're on the brink of losing your group. I don't know if, is there, I don't know, they just want to be communicated with. I don't know if, I don't know.
I don't know either.
We need you, but not if
then you shall have me.
Can't rely on you.
You all. Then fine. From here on out, Flight, we will protect each other. If you need anything, we'll be on the sidelines. You protect you. We need you. You're very skilled at what you do. I can't imagine a fight going on without you. But you are responsible for you. Next time,
Very well.
Same speech Ampa got in the end. In the end, it is the same speech.
Very well.
Next time you do something of similar fashion, I will watch a group of owlbears tear you to shreds.
Yep.
Fair.
Very well.
Guys,
in that case, I may as well inform you of this plan. And he's going to hold up the bag of holding. You say we can't use a meteor, but I think I might be able to do something similar.
What are you thinking?
I can fill this up with water, fly up into the air, freeze it, and then drop it on somebody.
A massive nuke, almost. Well, that's not a nuke. A massive falling boulder.
Quite.
That is very powerful.
Dropped from a couple thousand feet, it would completely vaporize somebody.
How long would that take? What resources would you have to sacrifice to achieve that?
Just a bit of my ki and some water.
Is that true though? How much ki would you have to use to freeze that much water?
I can freeze up to a 30-foot cube.
Yeah.
And what about as it's falling out of the bag? Because the bag is only this
I've done the
wide.
math. For as much water as I can fill the bag of holding with, that would fit.
Yeah, but what about when you take it out? Like, would it pour out in a straight line, or would it pour out into? Do you have the power to
As soon as I turn as soon as I turn the bag inside out, all of its contents are expelled harmlessly, just
so
outside
you're just
of it.
turning it inside out. That's smart.
Mhm.
Yep, cool.
So as soon as that happens, the water starts falling with me. I freeze it as it falls, and then just aim it along where it needs to go.
That's
And
so
I can,
that's
and
a
I can
one
also
and done
fly,
thing.
and I can also fly.
Yeah.
So
I also rolled for this. Bree speaks up and says, I trust whatever decisions you make as a group, but I need a break from this conversation." And she leaves
for
the room. Yep.
Dave pokes in. Is anybody gonna eat this bacon, or should I throw it out? He realizes how the move.
I'll eat it. I'll at least try it.
Read the
Somebody
room,
needs to make sure that you've cooked it right before you poison somebody.
Oh,
I
Dave.
want to try some
He
bacon.
hands it over to you.
See if I can
goes to
still
leave.
taste.
He goes to back out of the room backwards
I-
slowly.
I go, wait,
Attention
before he goes, I go,
high.
Dave, I need something.
What?
I take the thing off his head. I needed this back. Thank you.
What? My oh my god. Not my headband. Well, no, I'm just
Steven's gonna go edit
regular
it
Dave.
a little bit.
He's gonna
Yeah,
go what?
he's just regular. Steven's gonna go edit it a little bit because I don't want it to look like a tiara.
Okay. For sure.
So Steve,
Scoops-
so while the group continues to talk, Steven's got his office door open and he's working on editing that.
Dave,
Scoop says to Flight, "Thank you for telling us that, and I would appreciate it if you just keep us in the loop like that from now on, and
Mm-hmm.
let us know what you're thinking. I mean, not to be racist, but it's hard to read the expression of a tabaxi." He says, "As ever,
You're one, and
Yeah.
you'd be one to know about reading expressions, wouldn't you?
He nods. Yeah. It's been a long time since I've had true expression.
I can only imagine. For what it's worth, I am sorry that happened to you.
I appreciate that very, very much. And I will do my best to keep us all alive. Going forward.
Try to, if I may make one request. Please try, from now on, try to take extra care of yourself.
Like, I don't know if
I'll do the-
make demands.
I'll do the best I can,
Thank you.
as always.
And
I
none,
feel
none of this martyr complex.
Yeah, I feel in this moment more than ever, even with or without the curse, Scoops makes a promise to himself to be more of a team player as well. And not martyr himself.
It's hard to believe in somebody who doesn't believe they'll survive.
I've always survived this far. Even now, I'm still here.
Good.
Thanks to the people around me.
Let's see to it that we keep it that way.
Yeah, it's all about the people you surround yourself with. Your support network.
Good.
I think I've got a pretty great one.
You do, don't you?
We do.
So let's cut away from this room. Bree, are you just like sitting to yourself, probably just thinking somewhere, or are you out doing something?
Picking up the Nautiloid to head out by herself.
I saw our feed cut out for a minute. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did. I accidentally hit my video instead of my mic button. Yeah, no, I did hear that. Yeah, no, she's just taken a time out. Emotions are running high, and she's still kind of angry at Flight, because she still doesn't really think he understands
Yeah, you attempted to have a
everything.
conversation, it didn't go well.
So she just I actually,
I
it
couldn't
was
hear
one of
I
the
couldn't
things
hear
that
I couldn't hear the last bit of what you said there.
Oh, you did cut
That's
it.
okay.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
But yeah, you're sitting contemplating, just kind of frustrated with how that conversation went.
Yep.
Dr. Lazarus, what are you working on in your office?
Basically, what I'm doing is I'm going to take I'm going to guess I've had a few of my, if you take the liberty, because I like the Zizan hat. So Steven goes and sees if he can find some fabric to make the same hat he normally has the hat of disguise hidden in.
Mm.
He's putting the hat of disguise in his bag, and he's affixing the headband around the hat. So he's wearing the headband, but it still looks like his hat.
Okay.
But the hat of disguise is now in his bag.
The hat of disguise of blasting, essentially.
Well, they can't disguise now because the disguise hat is put away. But the hat of blasting now.
The hat of blasting, gotcha. Hell yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
I'd like to rummage through everything that fell out of the bag of holding. I believe we said kind of ambiguously that we'd take us a couple books from that bookshelf outside of Iriel Arthas' study. I also have Iriel Arthas' spell book. So basically, I want to spend as much time as I can in the next couple days before the battle studying all of those texts, and basically I want to flavor some of my new stuff through that.
Okay.
Okay.
Dope.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're reading through some of these books that are left behind that you, or not left behind, that you grabbed from the place. I mean, there's there's one of them that's all about doppelgangers. I thought you guys had got, and being able to. I think I covered that. Being able to extract their powers, how to do so, creating a serum of it, giving those powers to other people. Yeah.
A lot of interesting stuff, especially Iriel Arthas' main book. I feel like I'm going to learn a lot from that. But I also, after a long rest, my intention is to learn as much as I can about the church cult members as I can, and see what we can do about that. But perhaps that's for next week.
Yeah, you have to
depending on what we do.
Talk to some people to figure that out.
Yeah. So I'll study.
Yeah, I guess it's just his spell book. There's a bunch of spells all the way up to 9th level in there. Although nobody's a wizard. So.
Yeah, I intended to give it to old mate Eye Patch, but she's not around, and oh well.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Any final things you guys want to do? It almost feels like we're at a wrapping up-ish point. I mean, we still have 20 minutes, but if you guys, what are you guys thinking?
Flight's gonna stick next to Trovis for a bit.
Okay. Trovis is just in the house, chill. For now.
So how is Dave's bacon?
It's
a little cold.
It's a little cold right now. Actually,
did he at least?
He covered it in sugar and some cayenne pepper.
Okay, so he actually cooked it.
Yeah, he did. Oh yeah, it's not just floppy meat.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure he wasn't poisoning anybody with poor cooking skills.
No. I mean, he might have, but Big Jason was there to save everybody.
Okay, good.
Take over.
I'll knock on the doc's study door, and I'll poke my head in and I'll say, Doc, I have an idea that skywriting spell that you used recently, could you create something that could allow me to use that? Do you have any way to let me use that one time, even?
That I believe so. What level is Skyride?
2nd, I think.
Yes, actually, I could.
Could you provide that for me? I think I have a plan to, if half the town is with the Church of Oral, I want to try to make the other half of the town honorary Omen Seekers.
I would have to wait until tomorrow.
I have time.
By tomorrow morning, I can do
I'll
this.
prepare.
The device that is strapped to Pumpkin, I can change what it's able to do.
Pumpkin can come with me, yeah.
Oh no, you're able to take it off of Pumpkin. I'll have 8 uses of it.
Oh wow. 8 uses.
Up until the next morning. Yes, it is broken.
8 uses sounds great. And he runs you through a plan of basically calling a town meeting and using Skywrite to create a kind of cinematic display of what we've done so far and what we intend to do, and try to bring the people hope and give them another option.
I think Skywrite is limited to 10 words.
But if he has multiple charges of it, I guess you can do.
I have 8 charges, yeah. And if I can create images, then
I don't think you can.
Steven can create minor illusion for whoever's near us.
Whatever, I can do it with words. Words are very powerful, so
and then whoever
I could absolutely.
I imagine it almost like fireworks going up, like a firework goes up and then poofs the word. Anybody would go to the source of that. Steven can kind of have in his hand like a changing effect of just almost a recasting of minor illusion to show different things we've dealt with. So they're only still images, but every 6 seconds, different still image.
Even if I just punctuate my own words with the skywriting words, like flying city and Frost Maiden and
you're a journalist. Like of course, you're good with words.
Absolutely. So that would be my intention for next week.
Okay.
You just got to remind Steve
of the battle.
So how much food did Dave make?
I mean, he wasn't expecting you guys, so I mean, there was probably like 4 slices of bacon left.
All right, let's make it as a proper meal, shall we? And Flight's gonna rummage through the pantry and start cooking something up.
Okay. Flight heads into the kitchen. Dave's there. Oh, hey.
He's going to pull Trovis in as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess he probably would have followed. I just forgot. Are you good with you good cook, Flight?
I like to think so.
I help.
Sure, why not? Just make sure you, as long as you can follow instructions.
Oh yeah, I definitely can. Big Jason showed me how to cook. I'm a culinary master.
Yeah, easy there, chef.
This guy, what the heck? How are you friends with him? Hey, come on.
I don't fucking know.
These guys, they're best. Look, it's a long story, but it involves water and a piece of cloth and a couple hours of horrible torture.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. I guess that is one way to do it.
Again, I have no fucking idea.
We're fast friends.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not, yep.
So anyway, Flight's actually gonna start. I'm gonna Google like random dish. Random dinner. not that one.
While Flight cooks, Steven's gonna go find Bray.
Okay. You finished with your contraption. You've got your hat all made up with the circlet built into it, and you're looking around for Bree. You excuse yourself.
Oh, one thing I have to let Scoops know: if we do the Skyride thing, we lose the healing.
You'll have time before the battle to change it back.
Fair enough. Going to find Bray.
Outside, Bree, are you in a place where Dr. Lazarus could locate you? He heads out the front door to look.
Yeah, is there a tree close by?
Sure.
Okay,
I imagine there's like a garden park or something.
Yeah.
So she's at a tree close by the house, and you see that her nails have like grown long and sharp, and she's just pummeling this tree to shit.
Steven will kind of like stand off to the side until either you notice him or you take a beating the shit out of the tree. It's another one of those don't want to bother somebody while they're in an angry state because I might get punched.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no, she notices you and like goes until her knuckles are bloody, and then her nails will retract. And then she'll take a deep breath and turn around to face you and look calm.
I've been at this for a while with him. Probably as close as we're going to get to apology, but for the time being, we need him.
I know. There's only so much that I can deal with, or I just need a break.
Well, I understand that. If you need anything, I don't want to crowd you. If you need anything, you know where I am.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And she goes to give you a hug, remembers you don't like being touched, and then like goes back, and she's like, "Yeah, we're good." She goes for a fist.
All right, one time.
Ah, yes. She'll go
He's
for
giving
the
out
hug.
2 hugs in this. This is too many.
It's character
One
development.
even came from you. One was even like volunteered.
One was you helped me save my friend.
Yeah.
Zerofon's at the window, like wide-eyed, watching. Oh my! He's whispering to the other guys. Lazarus is hugging. He's hugging her.
What? Scoops walks up to witness this.
Hug is quick and
we
over.
notice all of the people staring at us
Yeah,
from the window and just like jump back.
Zerofon, Scoops are all at the window. Saynar
Flight and Trovis are still. Flight, Trovis, and Dave are still in the kitchen.
I feel like Scoops is like up against the wall and his like, wait, actually you don't have a nose, never mind. If you did have a nose, your nose would be like pressed up against the window, like just like breathing on it.
It's like that scene in the King K. Rool Smash Reveal trailer with Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong.
I don't know if I've seen that. Dave, yeah, that's Dave in the kitchen. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, everybody's watching you. I guess they see them, and they back up. Well, I don't know if Scoops does, but Zerofon looks away, pretends like he's not looking.
I'll
he
pull him
looks
away
up at the sky and nudges you like, yeah, I'm like up there.
yeah.
Kabuna doesn't have the same anxiety about that, so he just waves at you.
I'll wave back.
I'll be in my workshop if you need me, Bree.
Yeah, thanks. I'm just gonna fix this tree before I come back in.
Fix.
Mm-hmm. And Steven will let Bree to be Bree.
Yep. That seems like a good
Wrap it up there.
time to end it. Yeah.
Oh, I have one more little thing, if that's okay.
Sure.
Sorry to
Yeah, no, of
disrupt the
course.
beautiful moment. At some point in the late afternoon, after studying for, oh no, it's evening time, right?
Yeah.
It's 2 a.m. now.
All right. Well, if everyone else, goes to sleep at some point, Scoops finds himself staying awake because he doesn't need sleep anymore. So he lays down, but sleep just doesn't come to him. And eventually he realizes and takes the time to go for a walk and ends up at the Nautiloid. And he kind of goes in through the plastic flap and rummages through some of the stuff in there, just takes a look around. This is a place he's always felt uncomfortable, but he's always been very curious about. And as he's rummaging through, he finds the laser rifles that were mentioned while he was unconscious last session.
Sorry. Yeah.
And
Sorry, go ahead.
no, all good. And as he's looking at them, he realizes that his crossbow was left behind at the during the owlbear encounter because he had it in his hands when he died. Bree wouldn't have thought to pick it up, which is fair enough. And so he takes one of the laser rifles and goes outside the ship and takes aim. And I'm going to flavor my now newly acquired Eldritch Blasts to through this laser rifle.
Wait, you're actually now a warlock?
I swapped all of my levels for 11 levels of Warlock.
I love
Nice.
I love this.
Yeah, you are now officially his patron.
Absolutely.
So I don't need to give you the laser rifle. Then you're just calling Eldritch
No,
Blast that.
you don't need to give it to me. I'm just using my Eldritch Blast, but I'll just flavor it through the
Wait,
rifle.
did you actually take a warlock level?
I took
switched
11
entirely
levels
to
of Warlock
I
levels.
allowed
Oh, wow.
to give up everything to death.
As if my character died and I got a new character, I reconfigured Scoop, so I didn't lose the story, but
Very cool.
got a
What's really cool
basically
is
new character.
Like he picked things that like aligned with the previous class and stuff. So it like made
You'll see him
as
I go.
evolve. Yeah.
What
Very cool.
what subclass?
What's it called?
The Undying.
Hexblade?
The Undying.
Yeah, I'm dying. Okay.
I think it's from Daggertons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Oh,
So
right.
at this
because
point, Flight actually wants to do one last thing with Trovis.
Okay.
Actually, should I roll a cooking tools check?
Sure. Yeah. Just to
Okay,
see
so
how,
it's gonna
not that you fail
be-
at cooking, but how good it is.
Yeah. So it's going to be a d20 plus wisdom plus proficiency, which is going to be plus 7.
David's
17.
Like, don't forget to cook it. I learned that the hard way.
Yes, I'm sure you did, and
got
I will
salmonella.
not. Again, I have no fucking idea.
17. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. You cooked a pretty good. What is it? What was the meal you cooked?
I cooked a roast sea bass.
A roast sea bass. Okay.
Mhm.
Nice. All right. You cook it.
That's
very
got
nice.
I kind of incorporated some of the bacon that somebody did. I kind of wrapped some vegetables in bacon, and you kind of just eat that as part of the side. Then the sea bass itself is seasoned with lemon pepper and cardamom.
Dave walks over with a shaker, with a jar. So we gotta add some of this spice.
Before, as he does that, add that. Let me see what it is.
Okay, you grab
Okay,
it.
yeah, that's fine.
It's labeled halfling herb.
Making food edibles.
Special fish. Special fish. Big Jason taught me the recipe.
You can, if you want that on it, you can apply it after.
Okay, I'll put it on my plate. 3 helpings. Okay.
Yep. So we eat. We're gonna eat that, and then
Just you and
then
Trovis,
Flight
or are you
is also.
delivering it to other people.
I'll he'll make enough for everybody.
Okay. Do you
But
go and get them to say anything?
considering the tension, no, he is going to leave he's going to leave the serving plate out on the table.
Okay.
Then, is there any way that Flight could acquire a large amount of meat?
Owlbear
almost-
portions of meat.
Yes.
Yeah, you have a bunch of meat you're carrying around. I mean, probably you'd have to go out into the city. We'd probably have to save that till next time. If you
Okay, because we'll want to do that quickly. Those owlbears cannot get too hungry.
I guess this is just
They could probably hunt.
a gesture.
They
from
can
Trovis.
if they weren't in an enclosure.
Oh, that's right. They're trapped.
Now, I don't expect this isn't gonna change anything per se. I don't expect to trick anyone or whatever. But when Flight steps out of the room, Trovis will try to sneak over to the fish and write "I'm sorry" on the food that's left for everybody.
That's
without dealing with without talking to Flight. He just does it, almost trying to trick everyone into thinking.
Can I see if Flight notices that?
Give me sure, but I'll give him a
Perception?
stealth. Yeah, give me a perception. Okay, let's do.
Maybe.
Let's get better. Okay, I was gonna lie. I was gonna say he got better than you, but
That's funny.
the number one fail sound played.
Oh.
And just
Yeah.
Okay,
well.
you
Yeah,
totally
you need to
noticed.
disable those for your rolls.
I know! It's even on private GM. But yeah, I guess you notice out of the corner of your eye that he goes back into the room and does this.
Flight
He
doesn't say
tries
anything
to
about.
shake
Flight
the
doesn't say
words
anything
out of
about it.
bacon.
Okay.
Flight doesn't say anything about it.
notices and doesn't say anything, doesn't change it.
Mhm.
And Travis joins you wherever you've gone to sit down next to you, eating your fish.
Yeah, we'll eat the fish on the way. But how much fish would you say is in here at least?
I don't know. Dr.
We probably have
Rogers,
a large
how much
amount of fish
would you
here.
have in your house? He's probably gone. He
Okay.
hasn't been living here. I don't think there's stockpiles of stuff
Yeah.
per se.
Sorry, yeah, no, I have not been living here. Whatever they had bought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it's just whatever groceries Big Jason and Dave got at the grocery store. But you could,
Okay.
A
you
lot
could
of
probably go out.
halfling herb and munchies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Flight's gonna take as much meat as he can from the pantry, and he is going to lead Trovis out to where he made that enclosure.
Okay. Okay. I guess I'm unclear whether I should wrap it up now or just pick up there next time.
I'd like to at least show this to him.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. Okay, so you walk him out
So
there.
before-
you cross paths with Scoops as he's got his laser rifle thing. You maybe
Yeah,
see a
I'll be
blast
walking
go off.
back.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, sure.
you cross paths. Trovis sees. What is it? Just tall walls?
It's I made it. I
it
shaped
like
it to try and blend it in with the hills, so it looks like it just kind
imagine
of looks
it
like a
like a-
natural snow mound.
Okay, so it's like
I imagine it like a
dome.
bear enclosure at
Yeah.
a zoo.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
A dome with kind of like tapered edges that kind of blend in with the hills.
Mm-hmm. What's all this?
But yeah, he
Why'd you bring me out here? I'm sorry. I trust you.
because
I.
it's fine. This is strange. Probably one of the stranger things about me, actually.
No. Okay. All right. Well, now I'm scared. If that's the strangest thing about you, other than the fact that I've dated your father, but okay.
Yeah, don't worry too much about that, but I've never been able to explain this. And he'll just wait out here. Everything will be all right.
Out where? We're in the middle of nowhere, Flight.
Flight then uses another key point to cast use Shape of the Flowing River and open the way into the enclosure.
Okay. Okay. Whoa. What is this?
And like I said, stay here. Just wait a minute. And Flight will go in, and he's gonna. I'm assuming the owlbears are still friendly towards me.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's going to gradually just coax them out of like he tried to make it as cozy as possible as it would be for them, and it's a decently big enclosure because of all the he spent 5 key points, so that's a total of 150 cubic feet.
Okay.
So
okay.
yeah,
I mean, they're friendly to you. They're bouncing around like dogs, essentially. They're just like jumping
and he'll
your back.
he'll throw and I imagine he carried all of the fish and meat that he brought in the bag of holding, and he'll turn it inside out in front of him and let them go to town on it.
You got some clandestine pets out here. What's this about, Blade? What? They like you so much. These things are ferocious. How does
they should be, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
And yet, here they are.
I'll say they're not friendly to Trovis, but they're neutral. So they're not.
They're indifferent. They're indifferent to Trovis. They're friendly towards me. Yes.
Correct. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can I pet it or?
I wouldn't.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
But since I'm putting down roots here, I might want to. I might want to do something to contribute here.
What? How would this contribute?
So I actually did roll for this. I got 2 males and a female. I got flipped coins for that.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's fair enough. Okay.
So I've managed to. So I've tried to, as soon as I learned that I could do this, I tried to learn as much about owlbears as I could, and as it turns out, if you train them from a young age, they're actually quite loyal guardians.
You're gonna breed these things, Flight? After everything your friends just said to you? They're scared to shit of these owlbears.
But I'm not.
That's true.
They don't have to do this with me.
I guess they. Well, what is this?
And
Just
honestly, what I'd like to do, what I'd like to do for this is donate all of any proceeds I get to this to rebuilding Caer Koenig.
Wow, that means a lot. Okay, but that's. I mean, I appreciate that's my town, but it's gonna. If we don't get Caer Dineval, we don't get East Haven back up and running. Nobody's gonna trek all the way out to Caer Koenig for this stuff. But look,
Are you sure about that?
I mean, I don't know. We were already running thin with everything's frozen. I mean,
maybe it's time for a promotion.
If we start building stuff back, eventually Caer Koenig will come back. I just think Koenig is the last of the cities that we gotta worry about.
Argos doesn't have a speaker.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Okay, well, I appreciate your enthusiasm. Shoot. Although, I don't know. This is interesting. You gonna sell them? Is that what your thought is?
Train them and sell them to whoever needs a loyal guardian.
Okay, well, eventually that might pay it. Yeah, okay, that might be a profit. Interesting.
Yeah.
Again, if I'm going to put down roots here, I want to carry my weight. All of it.
I appreciate that. Well, I guess let's cut off there. You've showed Trovis that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good to go.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
Good night, guys.
Right. Good night, guys.
Everyone good after that heavy session?
Oh yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah. This is the kind of stuff I live for in D&D.
Heck yeah.
But yeah,
Good
we'll
night,
just
guys.
talk in
Love
the
it.
chat later. Good night, everybody. Have a good day. Good
Bye.
game.
Have a great one.
Bye-bye.
Great game.
Bye. Man, a lot of stuff happened to that game, huh? A little bit of inter-party conflict, some tension, but they learned some stuff. We got through it, and we'll pick up again next week. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I love you.